Don't call me white girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for tonight's show.
Don't call me white girl. Don't call me white girl.
I'm not your opinion. That's not that bad.
Don't call me white girl.
Pop your shit open and grab the nigga by the head.
Don't call me white girl. Hello, cousins. We are here. It is a very exciting day. Episode 200. 200 times I set this big fat ass right here in front of y'all and brung you the world's best podcast. Me and my boy Phelps, Hugo Phelps. How does it feel to be here 200 times? You thought I was going to be petty, but I'm not.
I don't know. It feels accomplished, but it don't feel different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we sat and did something, got something done. Yeah. I'm not going to really fuck around with y'all. It's only been 2 years, 3 months, 33 days of me saying I want the same nigga on this podcast. I said that I would lay out rose petals and wear a dashiki. I might even offer the little cat. Let's not talk about that. But today is the motherfucking day. I pulled it off all by myself. Please, everybody in here and at home, even if you're home, get the fuck up and give it up for Dr. fucking Umar. Let's go to the
Peace and love. Peace and love.
I'm a little excited. If you look around me, I'm not the only one, right? We did all this for a guest. I come in here sweating, eating flies. But the day Dr. Umar come on, we pull out all the stops. Dr. Umar, welcome.
Thank you, Queen. Glad to be here. Wilmington, Delaware, shout out. Don't call me white girl. Sister Mona, it's an honor. 200th, that's important. 2 represents balance, 1 and 1. So this 200th podcast is taking you into the other side of your destiny. So we expect great things from you for the next 200 episodes.
Damn.
Yes.
Y'all ain't say no shit like that. Cut that up. Dr. Umar, do you remember when I ran down on you?
Yes, you pulled up at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Yes, I did. Beautiful building, I must say.
And I said, that's a cute, thick, light-skinned queen right there.
That's exactly what it is. Oh my God, I didn't know you'd be so honest. No, you are very, very important to us here. Me and Phelps love you. It was real important for us to get you. You coming on the 200th episode is so perfect. It's so much shit I want to talk to you about, right? Sure. We're going to jump right into it. Both of us are Philadelphians.
Yes.
We're both from the north side of Philadelphia.
Yes.
Right? Your thoughts on the end of the strike and the level Cherelle plays in it, or everybody, where everybody plays in it. The union leader, because they came to some type of agreement. It's over with now.
Yes. And I'm not familiar with the terms of the quote-unquote ceasefire or the agreement that brought the striking workers back to work, but I was concerned for Mayor Cherelle Parker. I don't know her personally. I've never met her. But when I see a black woman in a position of influence like that, I would hate for her to be made a pawn in someone else's game. And when she decided to hold strong in the negotiations and not give in,
right,
I really felt that there were powers operating behind her that were manipulating that set of circumstances to reduce her popularity in the city, which could affect her reelection in a few years.
Right.
So I'm glad it came to this, because had it gotten a little worse, I think she could have reached a point of no return where her positive image, because I think she has a very positive image amongst our people, unlike some of the previous mayors in the city of Philadelphia. And I began to grow concerned that her reputation was going to take a dip because of this strike. So I'm glad it's over with. I really felt that someone who wanted her out the way was engineering her failure by way of this strike.
And see, that's a whole different way to look at it. I not a big fan of Cherelle Parker. As a black woman that's in the comedy game, totally male dominated, right? White male dominated.
You do comedy?
Yes, I'm a comedian. I'm a stand-up comedian.
I did not know that.
Yes. It's male dominated. It's a little tougher. It's a little harder, right? I can only imagine what a black woman that makes it all the way up to mayor goes through, right?
And the first black woman mayor in Philadelphia.
Black woman mayor of Philadelphia. And I also don't think that a lot of people know how racist of a history that Philadelphia has.
Still is racist.
Rizzo, exactly. The move bombing, Rizzo in general, right?
Absolutely.
But Cherelle made one of my first like intros to Cherelle was her making videos supporting Israel, and it really bothered me.
That would bother me too.
Yeah, I could not
That would bother me
why
too.
she had to say anything, let alone say anything backing us when they already have our backing as a country. So it's like, what the fuck is the point?
I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Because of AIPIC. AIPIC, I believe it is the acronym. It is an Israeli-based lobbying, an Israeli-based lobby, and it's
Right.
probably the single most powerful lobby in the United States.
Shut up.
They contribute heavily to political campaigns. I'm not saying she's taking money from AIPIC. I don't know. But I do know that AIPIC and other Israeli-backed lobbies play a big role in who gets campaign financing and who gets elected.
Yeah.
So a lot of elected officials, especially Democrats and Republicans, they bow down to Israel because of that money and that control.
Right. Yeah, lobbyists, period. But and I don't know if at home, I'm going to assume y'all know what lobbyists. Lobbyists just people that back people's campaigns. But I mean,
They argue and negotiate and fight for the changes that their clients want to see.
in their best interest.
Absolutely. It
Right.
also explains why LeBron James stood with Israel. It explains why Floyd Mayweather stood with Israel.
Well,
In fact, Floyd Mayweather flew a plane full of supplies to Israel, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think he flew a plane full of supplies for Hurricane Katrina or any of these other natural disasters that black people have been affected by.
It doesn't surprise me that Floyd Mayweather would support Israel. You know what I mean? It doesn't. Now LeBron.
But most
I
of
don't
our
know.
celebrities are under Israeli control.
Shut up.
Most of them are.
So if they lobbying for politicians, what are they doing for entertainers? The same
They
thing,
control, they have very serious control of branches of entertainment.
basically. It's pitiful. I think
They
a lot
own
of
the NBA. They own Hollywood. They own the music industry.
true. Yeah,
They own the Federal Reserve.
we might gotta cut some of this shit out.
Well, y'all pick and choose.
Okay,
Notice we
that's
said
fine. Just little
Israeli.
pieces. Right, and not the up because you better not.
Yeah, you can't.
I wouldn't do that to you. This episode 200.
And I'm not, and it's like, and I'm not even gonna get that far into it, but just in general, I don't know if people understand at home in that war, in that situation, the Israeli goal is to eradicate the Palestinian. There is no selling.
It's
of
genocide.
It's genocide. They
It's
want to get
genocide.
rid of every single one. It's case after case where one person is left and the whole family gone. His grandparents, his little cousins, his nephews. They want to get rid of all of them. So please.
But I want
Know
to
that
call
at
out the
home.
hypocrisy of Black America when it comes to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Because prior to former Vice President Kamala Harris receiving the Democratic Party nomination, Black people were adamant against the genocide of Palestine. When Kamala Harris received the Democratic Party nomination, when she backed Israel, not a single Negro said a word. That is hypocrisy. Don't run around telling people to stand up for Palestine and do this and do that and do this and do that. And soon when Kamala Harris endorses Israel, nobody said nothing.
That's crazy.
Your principles cannot be conditional.
Yeah.
If they're conditional, they're not principles. Now, with that being said, I got to say this because I've been going back and forth with different people in our community and outside of our community about the fact that I don't publicly stand for Palestine. I publicly stand for righteousness and fairness.
Right.
So I'm against the genocide.
Period.
But Dr. Umar is not taking time out of Dr. Umar's life to fight for the Palestinians because I haven't finished fighting for the Haitians. I'm not finished fighting for the Congolese. I'm not finished fighting for the Ethiopians. I'm not finished fighting for the Somali. Don't you ever ask me as a Pan Africanist to go and fight for the struggles of another race when my people are still hurting. And we as Black people have put ourselves into this condition, Mona, this corner where every group feels that we are obligated to stand for them when they go through their crises, but nobody is obligated to stand with us.
Is that from slavery?
A part of
Like
it is
take
slavery.
care of massive
A big
kind of
part of it
energy?
is slavery, and this is what I mean by that. We are always looking for acceptance because we've been kept out so long.
Yeah, it feels like
This
that.
is why we date outside the race. We want acceptance. This is why we move into other people's neighborhoods. We want acceptance.
Well,
This is
wait
why
a
we send
minute.
our kids to
Wait,
black
wait.
colleges, white colleges. We want
I just
acceptance.
feel like I burnt the niggas out. Like I want to try because I've ran through it. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, though. Power is concentrated, right? Power is concentrated. How do you build Black power if Black people don't even want to live next to each other?
Damn.
Are we playing the long game or are we playing the short game?
Right.
Because if you're playing the long game, Black people got to live next to Black people or you don't get Black power.
So they're like me. I'm a little late in life. We don't gotta discuss the number. Now, me getting with somebody, I ain't making no children. You know what I mean? I'm not going
You're
to
still young enough
nigga.
to have babies, though. You're not
I
done.
am, but I I
Okay,
meet some white guy.
okay,
That's
okay.
not where we taking it. We just dating. That's still going against the movement as us as black people moving us up. Me dating outside my race, even if it's
You're
just
dating outside your race now?
No, I never have. I've never dated anybody
Oh.
besides a black man.
I
Yeah,
was about to say.
I'm asking if even dating without marriage and without making babies, is that the same thing? Where it's
the
like
same.
not with our advancement.
It's the same. Because here's the thing. When I walk down the street with a white woman, the little black girl don't know if I'm going to marry her or not.
Facts.
The little black girl don't know if I'm going to impregnate her or not. The little black girl don't know if she a baby mom or a fiance. But what that little black girl can see, Dr. Umar is more invested in this white woman than he is in a black woman. And that's a problem. And that's going to hurt her self-esteem. We have to look at the example that we are putting out for our children. If they don't see black love, why would they want it?
Have you ever?
Never dated outside my race.
Not even. a little.
I've dated two
Not
Puerto
date-
Rican
not-
Africans until I realized that they no longer wanted to be African.
What's a Puerto
I've had white
Wait a
girls.
minute.
I've had white girls being attracted to me all through college.
You attractive.
All through college, white girls.
When you
And
say-
I knew for some of them they wanted me because they wanted to see if I was really what I say I was. You know, you could feel it in them. Like, if I can get him to clap these cheeks, I can get any black man to clap these cheeks. So I can tell when it's genuine, and I can tell when they're trying to test King Kong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
King Kong.
But I tell
consciousness.
people like this: if I ever sleep with a white woman, you know she's not going to her grave without the world knowing that. I don't see a white woman taking that secret. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I don't see a white woman taking that secret to her grave. If I ever clap pale, flat cheeks, the world will know. I want black power. I want black power. I want Martin and Malcolm. I want Nelson Mandela. I want Huey. I want George Jackson. I want Bunchy Carter. I want Thomas Sankara.
So you said you said Puerto Rican African, so you never slept with half white, half black.
No, mixed race is fine. Mixed race is fine. If a sister got a white mother and a black father, or a black mother and a white father,
She's
that's
black.
fine. If she identifies as black full time. Do you see that?
Yes.
It's not just enough to be biologically black. You got to be psychologically black. If you don't identify, I don't accept you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Have you went down that road though?
Oh, I've dated plenty of mixed race sisters.
Okay.
And many of my ancestors have dated mixed race. Martin Delaney, the grandfather of Pan Africanism, his wife was a mixed race African.
Okay.
See, on the plantation, because we knew that we had no control over how we came into this world, because the master could cohabitate with any woman he wanted to. We never rejected the offspring because they had no control over how we got here.
Right.
This whole, I don't mess with black people if they got a white parent, that doesn't have a long lineage in our history.
Right.
In fact, in the Pan-African movement, and we're the oldest political ideology of black people, we've never cut off mixed race Africans.
Right.
Some of my greatest heroes were mixed race Africans. There's even an argument, which we'll never be able to sustain, that the prophet Nat Turner, the greatest revolutionary to ever walk on American soil, his mother might have been raped by a white man. Are we going to cancel Nat Turner?
What? I mean, I know that I do feel like it's so new that I don't remember that in my teens or like early 20s where it's like, you're not black just because,
Right.
you know, your mother. Because the thing on Twitter was like, if your mom's white, then.
I'm not into that.
Right. But this is what I will say, though. You know how the white girl, she might have a baby and get that asymmetrical bob, and she fucking with that nigga and he do her a little dirty, and then she go back home, so that next baby got that straight hair, and then she has another one, they got that straight hair. Now when they go to the pool, one of them look real ashy because she don't know how to shea butter her up and get her hair together, but she's the one black one, but now the mom is with a white man, so the whole house is white. Culturally, that's a white girl.
One of the biggest reasons why, to your point, one of the biggest reasons why I don't think black men should date out the race is if it doesn't work out with that white woman. To your point, there's no greater trauma for a black girl than to be raised by a white woman, scorned by a black man
Yes.
who don't know how to take care of black girls.
Yeah, that shit get
You
rough.
feel me? Because I've dated mixed race sisters who had white mothers and their mother didn't know how to take care of them. I had one mixed race sister. She was in the Garvey movement. Gorgeous. She told me how her white relatives would make fun of her and her siblings in front of her parents.
Right.
You follow me? It was like N-word right in front of them. Barack Obama talked about
N-word?
this. Yeah. Barack Obama talked about how he heard the N-word growing up with his grandparents. Because the one thing we fail to realize is a mixed race African, if they're conscious, can understand racism better than you and I. Because when they go home, they get the real white person.
Right.
You feel me? Work is over. This is my house.
Yeah.
So if I want to call black people the N-word, I'm going to call black people the N-word. You see that? They get the real white racist.
And they scary.
We don't get the real white racist.
Yeah.
We get that smile on your face, act like I like you at work. Go home, you the N-word. They get the real cracker at home. You see what I'm saying? Right. So they tend to understand racism better than we do. The problem is they're so traumatized by it that a lot of them don't want to accept their black identity.
Can white people be a part of our movement?
Absolutely not. Because, and let me explain why.
I want to tell you something.
Go ahead.
The only Black Lives Matter rally that was here, right? The first one, I was like the keynote speaker. The last speaker was a big deal.
What year we
Biggest job
talking?
I ever had, 2022.
Okay.
This is like down south. This is old. This is a
Okay,
place,
it wasn't here.
It was here.
Okay.
It was in this state. This is a place where the first police officer arrested.
Oh, like Sussex County, you saying?
I'm talking about Newcastle County.
Okay,
I'm talking
okay.
about Delaware. Talking
Okay.
about all the way down to what's the county for Dover?
Kent County,
Kent County.
Sussex.
The state trooper down in Kent County kicked the
That's
guy in
Kent,
his
I
head
believe.
while he has his cuffs on, gave him permanent brain damage. He was a state trooper, never went to jail. It's a boy around the corner from here. He was in a wheelchair. His name was Bam. I think he was yelling loud, whatever. They shot him, said he had a gun. I knew Bam's mother. He didn't have a gun. They murdered him in a wheelchair. These officers were never jailed. That's just not something that happens here, right? It's slower here. And we did that rally. It was one of the most, I have never felt, I told people because I walked there and back because there was so much going on that I felt tall. I felt like I was 7 foot tall when I was walking through the crowd. It was scary. I never get nervous doing comedy, but I was like nervous to do it. My voice was shaking, but it was huge, right? We walked through the ghetto, right? And I walked past all my people, right? But it was all white people. Majority of that crowd was white people. And that was like hard for me, like seeing it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I'm walking through the trenches, and in trenches, what happens? You know what happens.
Yes.
So that's when I'm walking through the worst of the worst, how hard it get for us, right? But I'm walking through with white people to get to our cars. Like, that shit fucked with me. And it also fucked with me whether I should trust this support or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I thought half of them was cops. I thought I was tripping.
And
I thought
they
they all
could've
had
been.
earpieces. Some of them niggas had earpieces. I say that. Some of them was police.
Yeah.
But the bulk of them were just
Well,
damn.
remember, it came out that the FBI was paying informants
Yeah.
to disrupt Black Lives Matter protests
And plant bricks.
during the George Floyd protests.
Yeah, and they
That-
planted bricks and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fact. I know
Remember, Dr. King's march he was murdered in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
The FBI used informants. The fights that started during the Dr. King march, those was FBI plants. That's why you got to know who you struggling with. You just don't run out there and march with Negroes.
Right.
Because you could be marching with an army full of FBI informants.
Oh, fucking
Now let's talk
please.
about Black Lives Matter itself. BLM was founded by a group of grassroots brothers and sisters, right? In Michael Brown's city. What was the name of that town?
Is that St. Louis? Where was
Right
that?
outside of St. Louis. Ferguson, Missouri, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Black Lives Matter was started by a group of grassroots Africans. The sisters who founded the official BLM and incorporated it, they were opportunists because they stole that from the grassroots.
The bitches that had the mansions.
And they turned it into a bourgeoisie thing, and they got funded by George Soros, who's a population control junkie. So why would a population control junkie, aka eugenicist, be interested in funding Black Lives Matter?
Right.
Because the founders of
Eugenics
BLM...
is the blue-eyed thing, right?
Yes, it is the systemic reproduction of the master race.
We gonna need words down here for
Eliminate
niggas. This
the
shit getting
Caucasians.
college level.
Eliminate the blacks, reproduce the Caucasians. That's eugenics, right? Based on the belief that African people are intellectually inferior to Caucasians and should be bred out of existence.
Right.
Right? Hitler's whole theory was
Hitler's
based
whole
on
thing,
eugenics.
yes.
Eugenics came from a white psychologist, Francis Galton, London, England. He came up with the idea of eugenics.
Okay.
Right? So psychology gave birth to white supremacy, which is why when people complain about black people not going to get mental health, why would I go to the same devils who cause my people's problems to fix mine? Now stay with BLM. The three sisters who founded it, I think it was three, I believe they were all lesbian, allegedly, all lesbian, right?
Okay.
The reason George Soros funded them is because since they were all lesbian,
population control.
population control.
Okay.
The BLM's job was to hijack leadership of the black grassroots movement away from heterosexual leadership to LGBTQ leadership. They wanted to redirect black youth away from heterosexual orientations towards grassroots struggle into LGBTQ orientations towards grassroots struggle. In other words, we want to put the gays in charge of the black agenda as opposed to the heterosexuals. It was about population control and re-engineering.
Now listen,
But it failed because they got exposed too soon by
that
black
money.
people to be hustlers of the money.
about that bread.
Yes.
Yeah. Now for me,
And,
right?
and really quick, really interesting about this, right? They raised millions upon millions of dollars. I never heard about them getting an IRS audit. They may have, but I ain't heard about an IRS
Ain't
audit.
nobody went to jail.
The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, we hadn't reached $1 million and we got audited. So when I saw the BLM thing, I say something funny. How are they not being audited?
Right.
And they raised tens of millions of dollars. We ain't got $1 million in the IRS that already ran down on us. Something to be said about that.
Yeah, for sure. I have a question though for you. So there's some people that will hear some of that what you said, right?
Yes.
And they would think that that was something like a conspiracy theory.
That's a fact, though.
What you
It's
said
a fact that George Soros funded them. It's a fact that he's a population control junkie. It's a fact that BLM was founded by 3 lesbians.
Right.
Now you can debate whether or not the purpose of them being funded by white interest groups was for something other than taking away the leadership of the black grassroots struggle away
Right.
from heterosexual leadership to homosexual leadership. But can we just use common sense? You have a movement led by 3 lesbians funded by a population control junkie. It's only one way you taking this away from heterosexuality into the sexual confusion. And then once you get the attention of the young
You said
activists-
sexual confusion?
Sexual confusion.
Okay.
From an African cultural perspective, same-sex relationships don't fit within our cultural reality. I'm not demonizing nobody.
Okay.
I'm not canceling. I'm not disqualifying. I'm simply saying as African people, those are not lifestyles that our ancestors practiced or ever considered to be healthy for us. A big problem we have as black people is one of the negative collateral damages of integration. We pick up everything from the enemy. Am I wrong? Whatever white folks do, we got to do it.
You saying that we picked up homosexuality from
You damn right. Do you know that black men were being raped on the slave plantations?
Yes, I do.
You understand?
Buck
Do you
breaking.
also know that some of the sexually transmitted diseases that are so popular amongst black people today, there's no record of them having ever existed in Africa. There's no proof of chlamydia in Africa.
White people
There's no
definitely was
proof of
sick.
gonorrhea in Africa. A lot of them diseases came down from Europe through the Black Plague, the Dark Ages, when they were not washing their asses for hundreds of years.
They really historically didn't wash up. That's a fact.
I know that.
Well, we taught them how to use soap.
We taught them how to wash.
Yes.
This is the thing.
What was Columbus
So-
looking for? When Columbus took his sail to the so-called New World, he was looking for India, right?
Right.
But he found the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's why they call it West Indies, because he thought it was India. He didn't know where he was.
Right.
But what was he looking for? Spices. And why did he want spices? Because traditionally in Europe, because they did not wash, they had no concept of soap, they would spice themselves up. Like you soap yourself up, they would spice themselves up. They use spice to suffocate the funk. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
I don't think I'm gonna make it far past this, y'all. Just call it the Umar Show. Darken out where my name is and just light them up. We'll watch him. Hey, we wasting time here. You know what I mean? This is what I do to niggas podcast. I can't.
I got a question.
Yes,
You
sir.
got that.
I understand you into like child psychology and stuff, right?
My doctorate is clinical psychology, and I'm a certified school psychologist. So yes, child psychology is my thing.
Okay.
Clinically and educationally.
Right. And so I understand you say white people can't be a part of the movement and you opening a school with all black kids, right?
Let me clarify.
Oh,
In the state of Delaware, you cannot refuse admission into a school, even if it's independent, on the basis of race.
Okay.
You follow me? That's like you taking your child to a white private school in Newcastle, right? They straight independent.
Yeah.
They don't get no government money, right? Just like us. And they tell you your child can't come here because they're black. It's against state law. So if a white person wants their child at our school, we have to consider them for admission. We cannot exclude based
Okay,
on race.
so
We can make it hard like they do for
No,
us.
so that.
Well, if they want their child learning voodoo, bring them on in there.
So no, listen. That was my next question. Is if basically, if you had like a group of white kids, you say they was ages of, I don't know, 6 to 10.
We're going to start with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Okay.
around there.
So 7 through 10.
So what I'm saying is how do you go about teaching white youth the history?
Whose history?
Ours.
Ours?
Doctor.
Okay.
However,
Always begin with the end in mind. I'm teaching white children Black and African history for what purpose? Why am I doing this?
I don't. That's my
Negro,
question.
why am I teaching white kids who I am?
No, I'm not about you or blacks.
No, us as a group.
He's saying who like us.
Why
are you
would
telling
we
them
teach
anything?
white children who we are? What's the purpose?
It's a part of history. It's a part of American history. Black people.
Why are white parents sending white kids to us to learn about Black history?
I don't.
They're not.
My
They're not.
My question would be is if that was presented to you, how would you go about educating white youth? If you're saying you can't do it, then you say.
No, if I got a white student enrolled in the school, then they're going to learn like everybody else.
Okay, yeah,
I thought you were saying let's create a program
No,
and teach
no.
white kids who Black people is. You won't have no students in it.
No. I was just saying if the white youth is in front of you, how do you go about delivering?
See, white people are very intentional about domination and control.
Mm-hmm.
And the one mistake that we make as African people is we don't understand the difference between racism and bigotry.
Mm-hmm.
A bigot hates you because you Black.
Mm-hmm.
A bigot think you inferior. A bigot is emotionally tied to the worst stereotypes about Black people. You feel me? Bigotry is personal and it's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Black people. Racism is not personal. Racism is not emotional. Racism is business.
Right.
Racism says, I have no problem with you being Black.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with you dating my sister. I have no problem with you living in my neighborhood. I don't have no problem with that. But I want to make sure white people control all the resources
You
in
can't
Wilmington.
advance.
You
I
gotta
want
stay
white people to
above.
control all the opportunities in Wilmington. I want white people to control all the privileges in Wilmington. Do you
Racism
see
is
that?
systematic, but not.
In other
bigotry.
words, I'm going to still go to your party. I'm going to still hang out with you. I'm going to still smoke weed with you. I'm going to still clap your sister's cheeks. But guess what? When it comes to power in this city, when it comes to resources in this city, when it comes to opportunities in the city, I want white people
Stay on
in
the white
charge
side.
all the time. Do you see that? Don't confuse how somebody feels about Black people personally from the business of racism. You can have a white person that has no bigotry in their blood at all, and they still want white people in charge. I brought that up because when you talked about education, my argument is education is not a solution to racism. You have Black people who think if you teach white people who we are, they'll stop being racist. My argument is the opposite. If you teach Black people who we are, they're going to become more racist because the more they see your potential, the more they have to guard white privilege.
So you ain't got no friends, no poker buddies.
No
nothing
Black
white.
person has a white friend.
Oh.
No Black person has a white friend. You just don't know it yet till they turn on your ass.
Listen, no.
I said I want Black power.
No. Dr. Umar, historically, right? Every single white friendship, this is the truth. My mother, I shared with you earlier, my mother moved me to the suburbs, like middle school. We lived in a cul-de-sac. Everybody was white. My first white friend was Beth. I remember going to their house and Baps was out with Halle Berry. And I turned to her and they said, why you want to watch this chocolate movie? And
The
I
white
was
people said
that's
that.
what the white people said to me. Why you want to watch this chocolate movie? I don't even know now, looking back, did they know? My mother's very fair skinned.
They
I
knew.
mean, I feel like I look Black, but people play that game a lot, right? But period, point blank, fuck Beth and them. Every white friendship I ever had, they all fucked me. Like and it was rough,
course.
like hurtful. The last one we were
Of
grown.
course.
If you watch this, Nicole, fuck you. We was in jail together, and that bitch was on her ass. You know what I mean? And we both were fucked up. We both in prison, but she was on her ass. You know what I'm saying? And she came to jail with rips in her jacket because they shot that bitch with that long taser, the long one with the wires. And we were like the besties. And the minute she went home, she forgot about me. She's from King of Prussia. They had a couple dollars. And she was like, fuck you, bitch. And that was as an adult. After that, I kind of gave up on it. And I always thought that I had this thing with white people, right? What kind of separated that for me is that my love for Allah. I'm Muslim by faith. I've been Muslim my whole life.
Okay.
So I cannot hate a white person because
You don't have to hate them.
I understand. I
don't
have to
believe in
be
hate.
willing to stand in formation and make salat with a white person. If I'm in the masjid, we get shoulder to shoulder, we make salat together, a white
And
woman.
I'm never making salat with a white person again. First of all, I was raised Muslim. I was raised Muslim.
Your name is Umar.
I was born Muslim.
Yeah.
I left the masjid.
Okay.
North Philly, Masjid Mecca.
Okay.
On
Susquehanna?
13th and Susquehanna. I was
That's
born and
our
raised in it.
That's
I was
our
born and
family.
raised in
That's
it.
our family masjid.
And guess what? In that
That's
masjid,
crazy. Don't do it.
we
Don't
would
do
line
it.
up for Salat, Friday player, and the Arabs would move their foot away
That's a
from
fact.
mine.
That's a
And then I
fact.
said, wait a minute,
That's
because
a
you
fact.
know, in Islam, the hadith,
Yeah.
they say that when you line up for prayer, there
Yeah.
should be no gap.
Didn't I tell you
because
that?
that's how the devil get in, right?
Yeah.
So when the Arab move his foot over, I move my foot over because we can't have no gaps,
You're
brother.
not supposed to. Yeah, they
And
don't
that
want to touch,
Arab
though.
is saying, I don't give a damn how much Muslim
That's
you
a
are.
fact.
I'm an Arab and I'm better than you.
Mm-hmm.
You see, black people are the only people who let religion blind them to racism. Nobody else is blind to racism except Negroes.
When I go to the masjid and the Arab sisters move away from me, I let them move away from me. I don't close the gap.
But here's my
Because they
question.
really move.
But
Like
here's
they
my
move the whole
question.
formation.
I'm glad you don't close the gap.
No.
But here's my question. Why are
She don't wanna
God's
touch, she don't
chosen
gotta
people?
touch.
Why are God's chosen people? The original people. The first people.
Yeah.
African people.
Yeah.
The only true Homo sapiens on earth. I don't know if you know this. We're the only race who have zero Neanderthal DNA. Did you know that?
Fuck them.
Africans are the only true organic human beings.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Every
okay,
other
yeah, yeah,
race has Neanderthal DNA except you. The African woman is the only woman who has the mitochondrial DNA, the original DNA structure of the first woman on earth, Queen Mother Eve, who gave birth to everybody. You're the only one who has that. The Chinese woman don't have the mitochondrial DNA. The Arab woman don't have the mitochondrial DNA. The East Indian ain't got the mitochondrial DNA. The Anglo-Saxons ain't got the mitochondrial DNA.
Put a crown
So
on.
here's my question. If we are the original, why do I even want to enter a prayer house with somebody who don't even like me?
Because Islam is perfect, not the Muslims. But we don't have to debate about it.
No institution created by a man is perfect. Islam ain't perfect because it came from men. Christianity ain't perfect because it came from men. Judaism ain't perfect because it came from men. I respect them all. Nothing, they beautiful, right? But here's what black people need to understand. Nobody is going to be blind to your race because they share your religion. And until we understand that, we will always be last. That's
do
why
you
the
feel like-
Honorable Marcus Garvey said, put race first, not religion, race. I'm older than Moses. I'm older than Muhammad. I'm older than Jesus. I'm older than Abraham. I was around. They didn't exist. No Bible, no Quran, no Torah. I'm the first man. I wish you would reduce me to somebody's religion. Black power.
I don't know, y'all. What the
King
fuck? What the
Kong
fuck?
consciousness.
Bitch, come and sit down. I don't know. The fuck I'm gonna do with that? The motherfucker set all this shit up. Now we fucked. We 10 minutes in, we fucked.
But check this out.
We ain't got no clips.
But check this out. I will go and pray with my Muslim brothers. I go into the church and pray.
Cause that's my question. I do-
God is one. So if he a Hebrew and he say, Doc, we about to pray, do you mind? Let's do it. When I go to Malcolm X's gravesite and the Muslim brothers are making salat, on behalf of Malcolm, Dr. Umar, will you join us in salat? Yes, because I'm praying with the original people. I don't care what you call it. You might call it Christianity. She might call it Islam. He might call it Hebrew, Nawapian, Moor, God and Earth, Nation of Islam, right? Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness. I don't care about the label you put upon spirituality. Are we worshiping the God of African people? And if we are, I'll pray with you. I don't care about your labels. The Bible says what? In my Father's house, there are many mansions. You choose the room, but the house is still
So
the Lord's.
what is the religion for black people?
Being black is the religion for black people. I want black power.
Look.
Shantae Moore. That's who it is. You remind me of Shantae Moore, the singer.
Shantae?
She fine as shit.
You
What
know
are you
I
talking
get
about?
Faith. I get Faith more than anybody. I think Elle Varner more than Faith.
Faith is fine, but you're more attractive than Faith. You remind me of Shantae Dye.
Clip that. That's the only one we got. I don't give a fuck. Add it in. AI it. Figure it out.
Doctor.
Go ahead, Phelps.
Talk to me.
Dr. Umar, I want to reverse just a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. When you said most of that stuff is inherited, like certain things are inherited by white people. Mm-hmm. When you say inheritance, as far as homosexuality, would you, because me, personally, I believe people are born gay, born trans. That's my personal belief, right?
Okay.
When you say we
born
inherit that,
trans.
Born?
Let's just take trans for a minute.
Let's not.
No, let's take trans. No, let's take trans.
Are you sure?
So you're telling me that you believe it is within someone's DNA structure that they would want to switch their gender?
No bullshit. I think that.
Can I ask you a question?
No, let me answer yours first.
Go ahead.
I believe with all of me that people are born and they feel they're not born in the correct body. I think that people that are born.
Wouldn't that be a mental illness?
In 2025, it's not.
Adjusted to your natural self, is that not mental illness?
You can transition it to another sex, so that's what you do.
Can I ask you a question? If we're the oldest people in the world, and we were the only people on Earth, we were only people on Earth for tens of thousands of years before we evolved into any other race. Why is there no evidence of a transgender anywhere in Africa? If people are born transgender?
Is there any evidence of homosexuality or lesbianism at all? Because I don't know. I know about
at
history,
our
like
earliest
American
of times,
history, but I don't know about African history.
At our earliest of times,
yeah,
I don't see concrete evidence of it at our earliest of times.
Okay.
As we come down through the ages, yes.
Yeah.
The question is not whether or not there was homosexuality or lesbianism in Africa. That's not the question. The question is, was homosexuality or lesbianism ever treated and or accepted as a normal, healthy, acceptable form of family? Do you see the difference?
Yeah, I see the difference.
Did African people ever treat same-sex relationships as normal? And when I talk to the LGBTQ brothers and sisters, who I love and respect, but we disagree, right?
Right.
I asked them, bring me proof of a traditional African society where homosexuality and lesbianism were treated as normal. You see that?
Yeah.
It's one thing for it to have existed and to be marginalized. It's something else to have existed and been accepted.
Right.
We never accepted that. Because in African culture, we believe in complementarity, right? For the sun, there's the moon. For water, there's land. For dark, there's light. For the feminine principle, there's the masculine principle. What happens if your car dies and you need to get a jump, right? Positive cable, negative cable. If you put positive on positive, boom!
Right.
It was never meant for that.
It feels like a waste of time. This is my personal opinion. I feel like, because I don't care how you come, right? I have all this respect for you, and this is no disrespect, of course.
Yes, ma'am.
If something went down, right, and it was this big-ass scandal about anything regarding you in that way, right?
Yes.
You're not losing an ounce of respect for me because of that. I do not care how you come. Even this whole big thing with Puff Daddy, where all his nastiness has been put out, all his freaky shit, because a lot of people do freaky shit at home that you don't want to get out, right? When it comes down to shit like that, I don't care. I feel like that with my people as a black woman, I feel like we split up about so much dumb shit. Who light skin, who dark skin, who's gay, who's straight, who trans, who
Can I
not.
ask you a question?
In my opinion, let me finish. In my opinion, united, we would do way better. And if it's such an uphill battle, why the fuck are we fighting about how you come or what you want to do? What you want to tuck your dick between your asshole? Why is that my business?
So let me challenge you then. Only 1 out of every 4 black women will get married in this country. If my sons become homosexuals,
please.
Stay with me. Your daughters don't have a husband.
The straight ones
If his
fucked
sons
up.
become homosexual,
The straight ones is fucked up.
No, but that ain't my point, though. My point is, we are inflicting genocide on ourselves
because of
by perpetuating same-sex culture.
I don't know, Doc. I don't know.
Only 20. Did you hear the thunder? That's the ancestors. That's the ancestors rocking with me.
Everybody
Did
home.
you hear the thunder?
The thunder.
The sun go.
Right after he said that, the thunder did thunder. I don't know which way.
Wait,
that
let me give you
went,
something. No, can I give you something? This is how I know this is going to be a special episode. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I've only had thunder clap on me 3 times. No, listen.
Hey, yo,
real.
hold on.
This real, Phelps.
No freaky.
Phelps, this real.
No freaky,
It's the
Doc.
clap
Phelps,
on me. We gotta
this real.
reverb
Y'all ready?
that, Doc.
No, this is real rap.
You just gotta watch
I've
your
only
verses.
had Thunder clap on me 3 times. Never in an
down.
interview. Stay with me. This your 200. Stay with me.
Okay, all right.
The first time Thunder clap, I was doing a double lecture. Stay with me.
Let him go.
Stay with me. I was doing a double lecture in Atlanta with Professor Griff back in 2011 to 2012. I was. Tell me that ain't my ancestors.
We lost
It's
our
the
power?
ancestors.
It's the ancestors. Did this shit go out for real?
Y'all didn't lose what y'all got though, right?
No. Please, no.
Okay, but everything we did, y'all still.
Okay, he just lost his. So we could go, you sure? Zach. Well, wait till y'all can see, because I don't want to miss a drop. Damn.
This is going to be a special episode.
No, please. Folks may never see me this quiet on the podcast. I already do, though. That's all there's so much shit. Y'all gonna get tired of me like this. I can't help it.
By the way, you Aquarius.
Yeah.
Shango rules Aquarius.
Who is that?
Shango is the divinity of thunder and lightning. He's the principle that represents internal transformation, taking you from where you are to where you need to be, spiritual growth.
Shut up.
He represents leadership, diplomacy, statehood.
That's me.
Shango rules Aquarius.
Shango rules.
That don't mean you're a daughter of Shango, because you could be the daughter of another divinity, right? But Shango rules thunder and lightning. And Oya is the wind. She brings the storm.
I might got to enroll at that school. I don't know how.
We gonna be popping.
Like, really?
We gonna have adult classes and everything.
I definitely need to learn more. I need to take a class or something. I'm curious why you have those opinions about psychology. You have no opinions about psychology after getting such a high level in that field. I guess that happens after you learn what you learn about it. Or is it the history of how it started? Or maybe we got to wait until we get on camera.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Mona, remember I told you I felt crazy about like all the diagnoses when I learned that they voted on them to do SMR, and I was like,
You know what happened in London? They told all the immigrant kids that they were like mentally disabled, put them all in slow schools. There was nothing wrong. They just had accents. I'm right about that. You know about that? That history?
Well, they do that here.
Well, they definitely did it in London. That's a fact. Through the 70s and the 60s. Yeah, they all did. They put all the immigrants. So that's Jamaicans, Africans, Caribbeans, right? All of them went to special ed. All of them had to like rework that to be able to get jobs and all that by the time they were grown. So people telling their stories 50, 60 years old, like our mom's age, basically. Yeah, they put them all in special ed. What the fuck? OMG.
come on.
And the ancestors travel in storms. They come with the wind. No, this is real, brother. I'm giving you African spirituality here. The ancestors travel with the wind. Oya, who's the female divinity of the wind, she's also the leader of the ancestral society. You feel me? She's responsible for transformations in your life. She's responsible for storm. Hurricane is her. Tornado is her. Typhoon is her. She's also the storm in your life. Let's say everything in your life goes to shit. You're like, I'm having the worst year. I lost my job. My wife left me. You feel me? That could be Oya tearing up your life because you didn't lay the foundation right. And you think you're being punished, right?
Yes.
And then a year later,
Right now.
you living the best life, and you like, oh my God, I thought I was being punished. All she was doing was setting me up for a
Getting
set
you ready.
comeback.
Yeah. Dr. Umar had a stroke this year.
But you here though, and you
Yeah,
still got
I'm
all your.
good. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm good.
That means you got a purpose.
Yeah.
Find it and fulfill it.
No limp, no nothing.
That's why we here. Find it and fulfill it.
What the fuck is happening?
Shango rolling heavy too. Oh, but I never finished what I said. I know because I wanted to get it on tape.
Yeah.
But the first time the thunderclap was me and Professor Griffin in Atlanta. This when I first blew up. This 2011, 2012. I was doing 33 strategies of war, and I was talking about Dedan Kimathi in the Mau Mau of Kenya, how they beat the British to force the British to give Kenya their independence. And I made a quote, and that shit went boom, and the whole audience was like, "Oh shit!" Right? Second time, South Africa, where I'm going tomorrow. I was speaking in South Africa. I forgot what I was talking about, but I was in my boo 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 boo. Boom!
And third
And this
time.
is the
Don't
third.
call me white girl podcast. Ain't that some shit?
I told you if I meet a bitch named Dora, it's over. Doris is close. It ain't all the way there.
Yeah.
You believe? So
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, good. So they finished up, Kev, and the doors was tight. Okay.
So Dr. Umar, I told Mona in my family tree, right? I found out. So it's on my mom's side.
Okay.
I was named after my dad though, but on my mom's side, like 7 generations back, the man who bought my family's freedom, I had the same name as him. We didn't know that, learned that until
What's the odds of that?
yeah. And then so I learned what his wife's name was. So in my mind, I feel like if I meet a woman with that same name,
That's what you're supposed
Wow,
to
that's
be.
heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
yep. My family's scazy, yo. So I had to get my when I was filling out for my passport, I was getting my birth certificate, and I seen everybody else drawing. I see why my grandma be on my grandpa's ass. This nigga put his middle name.
On the first name part?
Cause you know back in the day, motherfuckers could be scazy like that. But then when it came time for them to like start to do shit and it's real, it's like nigga, it don't say
It
Robert
keeps
on
stopping
here.
you
It say,
off.
yeah.
Fucking y'all up.
I didn't even know it was supposed to rain tonight.
Me neither.
Yeah,
That's all
I
I
ain't
was
know
thinking.
neither.
I don't
Was
even know
that
if I
in the
rolled my
forecast?
windows up.
It's supposed to rain today? Get out of here.
Where was we at?
He was explaining the thunderclap.
the-
The thunder.
Okay. Can
So
we go?
I've had thunder.
We back?
We good, please. Okay, let's go. All right.
I've had thunder clap on me 3 times that I was aware of. First time was at a lecture in Atlanta, 2011 to 2012. That was me and Professor Griff. It was a double lecture. I was speaking on the Mau Mau Revolution of Kenya, and thunder hit, boom, shook the whole place.
Right.
Second time, South Africa, 2015 or 2016. So 10 years or 9 years ago. I was speaking on something passionately. It was about the struggle in South Africa. Thunder hit right after the end of my statement. Boom. And your podcast was the 3rd time. So when I finished, Shango said, clap!
Dr. Umar.
Talking about my ancestors ain't here. Out of your mind! Ain't no religion greater than my ancestors. Not one of them!
So a class that will be taught in Frederick Douglass Academy is
African
definitely
spirituality and cosmology.
hoodoo and
And
voodoo.
that's going to be a very controversial topic. I'm teaching it.
Hoodoo
I'm
and
the
voodoo, though.
Ifa.
Ifa.
Ifa, which is the spiritual system of the Yoruba peoples of Nigeria. Voodoo is a cousin system.
Okay.
Similar but different. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's still within the family of African spirituality. Unfortunately, because of the propaganda against voodoo,
Right.
and because of some practitioners in voodoo who have used divine magic for evil purposes,
For black,
voodoo
yeah.
has gotten a bad name. But
Right.
I want you to understand something, my good sister, my good brother. The white man has intentionally demonized and criminalized voodoo because he's afraid of it.
Right.
And why is he afraid of it? Because it was
Used against
voodoo
him.
that our Haitian African brothers and sisters used to give us the first independent free black republic in the Western Hemisphere when they won the Haitian Revolution against Napoleon, the white man's greatest general.
Fought them fuckers for
Napoleon
13
was
years.
defeated by an army of slaves.
And he fought for 13. They fought for 13 years,
Yes,
right?
indeed.
Yeah, that's a
and
hell
so
of a
the
fight.
white man don't ever want no black person practicing voodoo
Yeah.
because he don't control it. Religions are instruments of control.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best way to control a people is to make them think God wants them to do things a certain way. If I can convince you God wants you to do this, I never have to worry about arresting you. Religion is the best thing that happened to white supremacy. Look at all them children been raped through the Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody said nothing. Why? Because religion brainwashes you into thinking that the church is supposed to be in control of your life. Jesus said, the temple of God is within you, not within no church, not within no religion. Me personally, I think religion is a distraction away from higher spirituality for African people. Keep you caught up in beliefs, in rituals, and customs as opposed to focusing on your divine destiny and your relationship with the Creator.
I had a close friend tell me that she thought that slavery was a blessing because that's how Christianity was introduced to African
She suffers
people.
from post-traumatic slave disease.
Yeah.
First of all, we had Christianity first. Christianity came from African people.
I can't.
Jesus spent his childhood where? In Egypt. Jesus was an African. Where did Moses go to school?
At this point, Zach dropping them. Is that you?
No, Shango dropped him. Shango is the god of thunder, not Zach. Shout out to Zach. I got an uncle named Zach.
Dr. Umar, I want to ask you a little bit about your past,
Talk
right?
to me.
That's what I had a question about.
Were you always just into black? Because I said you said you were raised Muslim.
Yes.
Right.
My introduction to black consciousness came from the George G. Meade Elementary School, 18th and Oxford Street, North Philadelphia, 5 blocks away from Marcus Garvey's UNIA Liberty Hall. We had black history class in 4th grade. We had black history class in 5th grade. We also had a coexisting Black History Month public speaking contest. I entered both years. I won first place both years, and I ain't shut up since.
Why do you remember that you won that at 4th and 5th grade? That's crazy.
Because that was the beginning.
Right.
You feel me?
That's what I was
And then
going
in my
at.
6th and 7th grade year, my father took me to my first family reunion, Baltimore, Maryland. I'll never forget the family reunion. Why?
Why?
Because I jumped into the swimming pool at the deepest end of the Days Inn Hotel, and my sister jumped in to save me. I didn't know how to swim, but I said, you got to get over your fear. And
Oh,
I
you was
jumped
that
in the
type of
deepest
kid.
water, couldn't swim. My sister jumped in and almost drowned her, so she left me out there. And then a snow bunny came.
It saved
And I
your
saw
life.
2 big white titties and I grabbed them. Black power. I said we want black power. I grabbed them 2 white breasts, and that snow bunny saved the life of the future Prince of Pan Africanism. Wherever she is, I want to say thank you to that flat butt, big breast white woman, because if it wasn't for her breasts, I might not be here now. Black power.
What the fuck do y'all want me to do? Cut the light off me. Leave it on. What are we doing?
And so check it out. We walk in the back of the church, and it's all this Frederick Douglass memorabilia. His hat, his Bible, his shoes. So I asked my father, I said, what's all this Frederick Douglass stuff doing at the family reunion? He said, because you're related to him. I said, oh, shit. I'm related to Frederick Douglass, the greatest black leader in American history? Oh, it's on and popping now. By the time I graduated from elementary school, I knew I would be the prince.
Really, that early?
I knew it.
So you go about
And the
your...
Garvey building was 5 blocks away. My mother bought my sneakers. Do you remember Hollywood Sneaker Store on Cecil B. Moore Avenue?
Fucking right, yes.
That's where my mother bought my sneakers. Guess what was right next door to Hollywood? The Garvey building. But I never knew it was the Garvey building until they painted it in the Garvey colors, red, black, and green.
I don't remember the Garvey building, but I remember Hollywood.
Because they never, there was no sign on there. Because I would have got introduced to Garveyism sooner.
Back then,
You feel me?
yeah.
As a baby.
Yeah.
But it obviously wasn't meant for whatever reason. You
Right,
feel me? Maybe
right.
my father would have kept me away from it because of his Islam brainwash.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. But I joined the UNIA right around the time I came out of undergrad.
Okay.
You feel me? And I never left. It's been 25 years.
What made you go into psychology for kids or
I
psychology
wanted to be a
period?
psychologist because my father was very strict and abusive to me and my mother,
Okay.
emotionally and physically, in North Carolina, where he was a drill instructor for the Marine Corps. And I said, when I grow up, I'm going to be the therapist that other children can talk to if they don't have nobody else to talk to, because I'm the oldest son of 4.
Okay.
My mother, I'm the oldest son of 4 from my father and 5 from my mother.
Okay.
Right? So my mom and dad had 4, and then when they got divorced, my mother had another boy.
Okay.
So but I'm the oldest,
Right.
right? And since I didn't have an older brother, I said I'm going to be the person that other children can talk to, and that's what led me into psychology.
Right.
So before I left elementary, because that was 3rd grade that I decided I want to be a psychologist. 4th and 5th grade was Black History class. 6th and 7th grade, I think it was 6, when I found that I was related to Frederick Douglass. So before I left elementary school, I knew I was going to be a psychologist. I knew I was going to be a black revolutionary. I knew I was going to be an orator. Life was laid for me.
But how do we get from that person, right, to the person that feels like mental health is not the end or be all for people, and why would a black person trust going to? Because when you said that earlier,
No, we need mental health.
Okay,
but we can't get it from white folks.
White people, okay.
Listen, in a therapeutic relationship,
Thank you,
Doc,
Dr.
what the
Umar.
fuck?
Thank you.
Look, in a therapeutic relationship, right? The most important thing is how you feel you're being cared for by your therapist. Are you following me? It don't matter how many degrees they got. It don't matter how many years they've been in therapy, right? If I'm going to be your therapist, I'm Mona's therapist. My degrees, my doctorate, that means nothing. Do you feel like I care about you?
Right.
Do you feel like I'm genuinely trying to help you? That's what helps people.
Right.
So if a white person don't like black people, and you know you can feel that, how they going to help you?
Yeah.
First of all, you're not even going to tell them your deepest secrets because you don't even think they give a
You don't
damn.
tr-
We
Feel
can't
me?
barely get help in a regular hospital because they don't give a fuck. Yeah.
So the reason black people not going to therapy, there's not enough black therapists. We don't
Right.
trust white folks. And I'm telling you, as somebody who is in psychology, white people don't give a damn about black folks.
And the difference between a therapist, make sure I'm correct. The difference between a therapist and a psychologist is you can write the prescription.
No. MD write prescription.
Okay.
Nobody but an MD. Medical doc. The psychiatrist writes the prescription.
Almost had it.
Psychologists don't.
Okay.
We are purely therapy.
Okay.
Psychiatrists can pull out that pad and give you that Prozac, that Paxil, that Ritalin, that Adderall, that Concerta, that Strattera. That's the psychiatrist. But you want to hear a little funny fact?
What?
Most people think the psychiatrist has more expertise than the psychologist because they have an MD, we have a PhD, right? Mm-hmm. No. Guess who gets more formal training in mental health while earning their doctorate? The psychologist.
Right.
Remember, a psychiatrist is trained like a regular medical doctor. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And they get concentrations in psychiatry. But most of their training is regular medical school.
Right.
So we have more training than the psychiatrist does, although they have the MD.
Yeah. How long have you been out of the field? Like completely? Or did you ever work in the field after getting
I'm still in the field. I never left the field.
Oh, so you still counseling niggas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still evaluate children. I do it all.
How do you-
ADHD, autism, learning disability, emotional disturbance, blind, deaf, brain injured, orthopedically impaired, developmentally delayed, other health impairment. That's me.
What do you think that people were overly put on as ADHD? When I was a kid, we all
ADHD
had
is a
it.
scam. It's a scam.
I think so.
When did we get ADD? Forget about ADHD. Let's go back to ADD.
And I'm trying to think, because I feel like I was
1980.
automatically. What year did it start? I don't fucking
1980.
know. Okay.
Same year the CIA dropped off crack cocaine in the black community. Did you hear that?
I wanted. I
was
never
engineered.
heard it.
Social engineering. We're going to addict all fatherless black boys
To crack.
a chemical substance.
Yeah.
And this will be their introduction into crack cocaine. We're going to destroy the black community through chemical
Because it's in the
addiction.
same family of drugs.
Yes.
Ritalin and crack
Yes.
and coke. Yeah, that's true.
Ritalin and cocaine, if I'm not mistaken, are in the same category.
Yeah, similar. Very similar, at
Yes.
least. Yeah.
Drug Enforcement Association.
Let
DEA.
me ask you something else. So for me, right, and I started to talk about this a little bit earlier, I struggle with this a lot. We're in an information age. It's information constantly coming to you, right? And for me personally, it's almost like you can read on something, you can go down these what do they call them? Rabbit holes. You go down these rabbit holes, this nigga's talking. This bitch. You go down these rabbit holes and you trying to get all this information, and sometimes things can be put off as conspiracy theories, or people will say that that is a conspiracy theory. For me, the reason why I wrestle with that, right? When I read about things like J. Edgar Hoover, right? A lot of that shit, J. Edgar Hoover
Who was a mixed race African. Go ahead.
Was he?
Yep, it just
I thought he
came
was
out.
a homosexual.
One is race, one is sexual orientation.
That's all I knew about him, that he was gay and he was fucking his assistant, they lived together.
And he was a closeted
And he was short.
black person.
Shut the fuck. He was pretending to be white.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yep.
that.
It came out. His relatives exposed him and said, yes,
Cut that
mixed
out.
race.
Okay.
I think one of his he would have been like a quadroon, octoroon. In other words, he had a black grandparent or a black great-grandparent or something to that extent. Just like Abraham Lincoln, just like George Washington, just like Calvin Coolidge,
Abraham
just
Lincoln
like
looked like a
Alexander
nigga to me.
Hamilton.
Like Rashid.
Abraham Lincoln looks black to me.
Oh, yeah. He was darker than Barack Obama.
I'm the only person that think that. Abraham Lincoln looks like an old black drunk.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln had black blood. Remember, on the floor of
He
the
suffered from
U.S.
depression.
On the floor of the U.S. Congress, they used to call him Abraham Africanus. The white congresspersons would call Abraham Lincoln Abraham Africanus. In fact, if you watch the movie Lincoln, the movie on Abraham Lincoln, like there's a scene where they're debating slavery, and one of the congressmen gets up and they call him Abraham Africanus. That was the slur they gave him, letting him know we know you black.
Shut up. Rewind. Almost lost
Barack
it.
Obama was not the first black president. He was the first one who couldn't hide it.
So the first black president is Abraham Lincoln, is what you're telling me?
Well, depending on how you look at it, because if you talk to some of the Moorish brothers and sisters, they would say that there was 5 presidents who actually reigned as president even before George Washington. But then my question to them was, what the hell did they do about slavery? Because I don't care about no 5 black presidents if they didn't do shit to stop my people from being dehumanized. Right. See, when you talk to, let me go back. ADHD, 1980, ADD. 1988, ADHD. Why did they add the H in 1988? Why did the word hyperactive get added to the definition? Why did it go from ADD, 1980,
crack
same
babies.
year the CIA dropped off crack? Exactly. There's no drug that can make you pay attention. He's on ADD meds. You're on ADD meds. I'm on ADD meds. No drug can make you pay attention. The drugs only slow your brain down. The drug companies were not making enough money. The drug companies were not making enough money, so they added hyperactivity to do what? Justify drugging everybody. Today, if you just inattentive without being hyper, you get in a medical prescription. They drugging everybody. $30 billion a year off psychiatrics.
Anytime you're in a situation where you have doctors over-prescribing something, it leads into an epidemic. Early 90s, they over-prescribe Oxys, Percocet, things like that. That's why we have Kensington now, period. There's no
and also a big reason why you have Kensington is because of ADHD. Most of the Kensington opioids, they were the ADHD kids 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's a fact.
ADHD.
You're getting a kid used to changing how you feel with a pill,
The
period.
Ritalin, the Adderall, the Concerta, the Strattera, the Cycler, these were the gateway drugs.
Right.
What happens when you're used to getting high on child psychiatrics all through school? And then you graduate and you no longer getting this free dope. You end up in Kensington.
Right.
America creates drug epidemics.
That's a fact, for sure.
Because it's how you control populations.
For sure. Me doing like research into the Sackler families and stuff like that. They had a real good show on TV called Painkiller, and it was like, I mean, it could have been a biopic the way they did it. But that's what I learned from a lot of them situations, that anytime where you just pushing shit, and for sure, when I was a kid, that was automatic. If you were a little better than the other kids in your class, that was 32 people with one stressed out bitch that didn't give a fuck about none of these urban kids, you automatically were considered to have attention deficit disorder. My mother was very adamant about not giving me medication, but my mother never gave me anything else. So for me, I struggle. And everything they said that would happen to, most of everything they said that would happen to kids with ADD that was untreated happened to me. I went to jail. I experimented with drugs early. That's when you read, Google what happens to adults that don't, you know what I mean, don't get any type of treatment for them not being able to pay attention, because I couldn't pay attention. That's a fact. But I still can't pay attention.
We talked to your
I'm dying right now.
We talked about why black people don't go to therapy, right? I got to know you care about me in order to trust you enough to tell you my deepest secrets and hurts, right?
Right.
It's no different than education. The reason so many black children are turned off from education, I don't care if we talk in Newcastle County, Kent County, Sussex County, it's because they know the teachers don't care about them. They don't give a fuck about
you.
I can't read, right?
I'm going to tell this bitch that.
But you want me to get up and try to read in front of the class. I'm not going to do that unless I know if I mess up, you got me, and you're not going to let them make fun of me. Do you feel me?
Right.
Children got to know the teacher love them.
It got to be a safe atmosphere.
Or they're not going to try because their self-esteem is already damaged. They can't afford to take a risk. I'd rather stay dumb and not let nobody know I can't read than try to read and be humiliated. Our children don't have teachers who love them. And they don't have enough black male teachers. Schools are ran by women. Boys need men. There would be no ADHD if we had black male teachers. Who is the one diagnosing and referring for diagnosis our children? White teachers and black mothers are in a conspiracy. The black mother unintentionally. She just don't know no better. But without her, the system don't work. See, in order for me to put your child in special ed, you got to sign your name 5 times. You got to sign permission for my psychological evaluation. I'm the school psychologist. I can't touch your child until you sign. Then you got to sign you agree with my psych eval. Then you got to sign the IEP. Then you got to sign the special ed service agreement. You follow what I'm saying? Incarceration, education, preparation.
Well, how did I know he was going to be
right? So you don't go to special ed unless you signed your child away 4 times. So when the parent in Wilmington come up to me and they stop at the school, Dr. Umar, I got a question about my child. They put them in special ed. Don't tell me what they did. You did it. Because if you didn't sign your name, your child still be in a regular class. They are using our ignorance against us. And I'm very disappointed in black men.
I mean, they give you a little check, too.
Yeah, but the school gets more money than you ever get.
Shut up.
Oh, the school gets paid. There would be no special ed if the school ain't get paid. You think they helping? Special ed is a business.
He almost said, bitch.
No, special ed is listen, when you put a child in special ed, you get twice the money for them.
Shut up. I didn't know that.
Woman!
I know how much you get.
This is a hustle!
I know how much you get as the mom.
Let me give you an example. Let's say Wilmington City Schools, right? Let's say Newcastle Schools spend, and I don't know what Newcastle spends per child. Let's say $11,000. Nah, that's too low. Let's say that's like one teacher's paycheck. Let's say $11,000 per kid per year. Once Dr. Umar says, or some white racist school psychologist in Wilmington says your child reading disabled, math disabled, comprehension disabled, speech and language impairment, emotional disturbance, ADHD, conduct disorder, ODD, right? Intellectual. The minute I give him a label and qualify him for special ed, he ain't worth $11,000 or more. He worth $22,000.
Oh, shit.
Big business. The failure of black children is big business. Let me give you an example. I'm a principal in Wilmington, right? Hypothetically. Well, I will be in real life, but we talking public school because we're not going to have special ed at FDMG, right?
Right.
I got 3 black boys that 3 snow bunnies sent to my office. And they said, Dr. Umar, these boys can't read. They in the 5th grade. They read on the 2nd grade level. I got a decision to make. I could do one of 2 things. Send them to special ed, right? Set them up for prison, or use some of my Title I money and pay some of these teachers to tutor them after school. You feel me? I'm either going to help them or I'm going to throw them in special ed. What's the big difference? To help them, I got to spend money. Right. If I put them in special ed, I make money. Yeah. What do you think these principals doing in Wilmington, Delaware? They put them in special ed. Yeah. If I go into your schools in Wilmington, Delaware and evaluate half the kids in that school, I bet you they're not in special ed because they can't learn. They're in special ed because they've never been taught. They're in special ed because they don't know how to sit still. And it is illegal in the United States of America to put a child in special ed for behavior. You don't go to special ed for behavior. You go to special ed because you got learning problems. But most black boys in Delaware in special ed for being bad, which is illegal, but their parents don't know. But can I give you the sad part? If we go tell their parents that your son should not be in special ed for behavior, they're going to curse me out and say, get out my face. Do you want to know why? Number 1, she's getting a check. You are not going to take him out of special ed, Dr. Umar. What about my hair money?
$1,100 and you ain't got to get that nigga the medicine?
Check it out. She getting a check. Number 2, he never going to be retained another year in school. When a child is put in special ed, we can socially promote him. Did y'all hear what I said? Once I put him in special ed, he automatically going to 6th grade. Still can't read. Automatically going to 7th grade. Still can't. In special ed, you can promote them due to age, not achievement. You think that mother going to take him out of special ed where he got to read and practice and study and he getting socially promoted and she getting a check? He'll be on honor roll until he graduates. Listen to this. He'll be on honor roll until he graduates. And then the mother will find out the day after graduate that my son, who's been on honor roll since 5th grade, can't read. And do you know why, Mona? In special ed, children are graded based on effort, not achievement. Let me give you an example. He's in the 5th grade. You're in the 5th grade. He's in special ed. You're regular ed. Y'all brother and sister, y'all twins. Y'all come home, both of y'all report cards got A's and B's, right? Guess what the big difference is? You're in regular ed, your A's is based on achievement. You're making state of Delaware achievement. Your A's is based on effort. Your ass still can't read, but nobody told your mother that the A's and B's on your report card ain't got a damn thing to do with whether you're learning or not. It's only judged on whether or not you try.
Dr. Umar, you know I was physically assaulted by 3 teachers. Yes, hit. I got hit. My first time I ever got hit was in Philadelphia. I went to Fitzpatrick Elementary. Ms. Dyson, she smacked me with a bullet on the boulevard because they would bust us up from Norfolk. She smacked me with a book, and she came because we would gather. This is before Philadelphians rolled SEPTA and got school tokens, so we would ride the cheese.
Remember that. Mm-hmm.
And she came and gave me. I always was a big girl. Came and gave me this big ass Hershey's, and I was like, "You all right, bitch?" And that was that. 6th grade, we came here. 7th grade, we came here. My sewing teacher, I would smell alcohol on her breath all the time. Ooh. She punched me in my chest, right? By the time I got to 9th grade, my teacher was named Miss St. Julie, and she pushed me, and I flipped on her. That's my first time going to jail. It was a prison in my high school already. I went to William Penn High School here in Delaware. I was supposed to go straight to jail, and my mother came to get me and said, "We're not going to jail. They got to come get you." We went to my house, and I was basically on a run for like 30 days. They said that I was put out of every school in Delaware. I was expulsed. At the time, I was 14 years old. I wasn't even 15. My mother couldn't wrap her head around, how could you expose somebody that young? Technically, legally, you can't stop school till you were 16. Right. My mother got me a lawyer, Michael Monica. We went to fuck the court. My mother spent $1,500. I will never forget it because I remember thinking like, oh, this nigga rich, you know, because she got that money. Got to. My mother, she knew how important that was, and she knew they were fucking me. But imagine all the parents that don't have them type of resources, that don't understand you could fight back.
And
with
let
shit
me
like
give
that.
your mother this. I'm going to give your mother her flowers. She's still with us.
Yeah, she's still here.
I'm going to tell you why. A child don't remember everything, but there's one thing a child will always remember, no matter what. No matter how good of a parent you were, no matter how not so good of a parent you were. You know what children always matter? Always remember?
What?
Is when their parents stood up for them.
Yeah.
You never forget when your mother went to bat. Even if she couldn't prove if you were right or wrong. That's my child, I'm riding.
Yeah.
You never forget the moments. Do you feel me?
Yeah, yeah. And
when your mother did that for you, you already loved her. Yeah. But that took your respect for your mother to a whole nother level because she didn't have to do it.
For sure.
And most parents wouldn't. They would be too afraid of the system to fight it back.
I recall listening to Newcastle County Police on her voicemail, going to her room like, yo, they are saying if we don't go up there, and her sitting up in her bed or her sleep saying, them motherfuckers got to bring a bulldozer through this motherfucker. That's how they going to get you. They gotta knock the front door, Demona. That's what they got to do. And I remember leaving her room like, oh, all right, fuck that. We good. And we went when we had a lawyer. And she had to hustle the money up. It took about a month. We went back. I ended up going to alternative school in my class. And at this time, I'm in 9th grade. I had 7th graders, 8th graders, 9th graders, 10th graders. Yeah. They gave us like regular paper. We did division, multiplication. It was literally nothing. 6 months of nothing. I earned my way back to regular school, but legit, I didn't learn anything for the whole fucking year.
Oh, the alternative schools, they don't teach. Nothing. The purpose of the alternative school is to waste so much of your time that you drop out and enter street life.
Right, because it's hard to get out.
All juvenile programs, halfway house, juvie hall, alternative school, foster care, you feel me?
Foster care, yeah.
All of them are designed
to get you ready for jail.
To frustrate you and waste your time so much that you drop out and enter the streets and end up in jail.
That's a fact.
First of all, foster care is introduction to sex trafficking. Foster care is introduction to sex trafficking. And let me tell you why I say that.
Please.
Once you turn 16, they set you free. Why are you a 16-year-old girl? She ain't got no job, no house, no parents.
How else she gonna make money?
And you putting her on the street.
Yeah.
What's she gonna do to make it?
Yeah.
Sell her body.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you this. I can't prove it, but I know it's true. There's a quota. Child family court. They must kidnap a certain number of black children every year off the street or from their parents. False allegations of abuse and neglect. You with me? A certain number every year. Why, Phelps? Why, Mona? The government needs research monkeys for its experiments. You can't buy a human. You can't make a human. Do you feel me?
Only black kids, you saying?
Primarily black children.
Okay.
Primarily. Because remember, most of their population control weapons are aimed at who? Us. They're not trying to get rid of white folks. They ain't got enough of them as it is. You see, they dying off.
I don't think I ever believed in population control.
Well, we don't believe in population control because we the population.
Right.
Black people are the biggest race on earth. So we don't believe in no damn population control. But white folks are always trying to get rid of us because there's too many of us and not enough of them.
And they're dying off, correct?
Of course. That's why white women who hate black people will have a black man's baby in a minute. You know why?
Why?
Subconsciously, she don't even understand that the first law of nature is self-preservation. She don't know why she's attracted to that black man. She thinks it's because of his penis. No, it ain't.
That's what I thought.
It's because of his genetic material. He can help your species survive a little bit longer.
Damn.
It's the subconscious call. When I feel that white women sending me vagina energy, no! It's nobody mind control.
I gotta wait. So you very important to the culture. In terms
Yes, sir.
Of you know how to captivate us, but you educate us, even though you make us laugh.
And the reason I do that, Phelps.
I was gonna say, how did you like if, for instance, you know how if you was to watch like an old, I don't know, Michael Jordan introduction, we would see him at 6 years old doing the same thing he was doing as an adult.
Yes, sir.
When you was doing this speaking and stuff as you know, were you making the class laugh in the middle of saying something important? Like, were you always like this, or was you like, you know what? I know how to make people laugh, but I got to get them to
I'm gonna
listen.
tell you what happened.
Yeah.
When I first of all,
Because it's a unique style you got.
yes, sir. I've always been into public speaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I blew up in 2010, that's when everything went to another level. A Chicago interview and a Harlem lecture changed my life forever. September 18th, 2010.
Shout out to that.
My first couple lectures I gave before I blew. So I'm going before I blew. I used to do a lecture series at the African American Museum in Philadelphia. And also used to speak at the UNIA. That's my beginning. African American Museum of Philadelphia and the Garvey movement, right? And I made an analysis. I said, you know what? Your information is so strong. If you don't sugarcoat this shit, as much as they love to hear it, they're not coming back because you're making them take responsibility, and that ain't something black people really want to do. You feel me? You telling them what they really already know, but they don't want to accept it. What keeps everybody coming back to church? You don't expect nothing from them but money. Do you feel me? The pastor never makes you build anything. The pastor never makes you change anything. You follow what I'm saying? There's no responsibility with church, no obligation. Just make a donation. So I said, you're going to have to make this a little sweeter for them to eat it. You got to feed a baby food. You feel me? So that's when I said, you got to put a little bit of humor in this. Because if you don't put no humor in your message, although they know it's true, they're not coming back a second time to hear it because it's too strong, it's too real, it's too pure.
It's hard, period. If I go live, I'm live for 20 minutes, and if we just so happen to fall on the subject of redlining. That's the first time I ever had a conversation with other adults about stuff that I assume other adults knew. And I'm having this conversation with grown-ass people older than me about redlining. They have no idea about it. And you just watch them lead a live. Like, if I'm a funny person, if I give any real information, half of them leave.
Oh, they don't want, because black people don't want responsibility. You brought up earlier, you said information overload. You know how I deal with information overload?
How?
One simple question. How does knowing this change anything about the black reality? Right. I had a Negro text me early today. He said, Dr. Umar, is the earth flat? I said, Ninja. He said, is the earth flat? Is that feeding anybody? Is that educating anybody? Is that stopping the violence? Is that opening the hospital? Is that starting the supermarket? Is that in the police brutality? I don't give a damn if the earth is flat or shaped like a banana. If it ain't changing nothing, I don't want to talk about it.
That's how I feel.
I give you another one. The Pretendians, right? Y'all familiar with the Pretendians? Africans who want to be Indian.
Yeah, the ones that claim that they got Native American.
No, they do have it. I got Cherokee in me. But here's the problem, Phelps. You got 4 grandparents.
How the fuck did you know that?
Me?
I was lost.
Nah,
look,
that's a real thing.
No, that's real.
Oh, I'm lost.
But here's the thing. You got 4 grandparents. You got 8 great-grandparents. You got 16 great-great. 32 great-great-great. 64 great-great-great-great. 108 great-great-great-great-great. Can I ask you a question? If you got 108, 5 or 6 times great-grandparents, and one of them is a Cherokee, one of them is a Choctaw, one of them is a Seminole, one of them is a Chickasaw, how the hell you stop being black? Do you feel me?
Nah, I feel you.
You look like Shaka Zulu talking about, I ain't come from Africa, I was already here. Nigga, please.
And it's crazy that you say that because my cousins, they are real quarter Native American. Their grandmother was straight. You feel me? I knew her. Lived right in West Philly, but they never was like, "Oh, I'm Native American." I mean, it was like, "I'm black." You feel
Black
me?
people don't want to be black, so we always coming up with new things to be because we think that if we tell the white man, "Hey, Mr. What Donald Trump, I'm not African American, I'm Chickasaw." Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Put him in another group.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to stop treating you like a black person because everybody know you black but us.
Right.
But here's my question. What does it change?
Yeah.
What does it change?
And this the thing, though, too. I feel like, because I think that goes
First of all,
along.
the Cherokees ain't letting you on the reservation.
Nah.
You're not getting no casino money. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Do you know that, first of all,
Why are we the only ones that ain't getting nothing? That everybody got their
Thank you for
casinos.
the question of the night. You thinking now.
Did y'all get the question?
Question of the night. Mona said, why are we the only ones who didn't get nothing? Let me tell you what the Native Americans did that the American Africans did not.
What?
When the Native Americans sat down to negotiate their treaty with America, they did not ask to be Americans. They asked for their own land and their own territory. Do you feel me?
Yeah.
They said, I want a piece of America. Black people said, I want a place in America.
Yeah.
Do y'all
But
see
they
that?
still agreed to give us shit, and they took it back.
What?
The 4 acres and the mule.
The 40 acres and the mule was a field order from only one general that technically he didn't really have the legal authority for
even
President
say
Abraham.
that
Yes,
shit.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
So it was always
We just
bullshit.
took
Yes,
it
and it
was
never
the thing.
applied to everybody. It was only for them.
I remember being a teenager and realizing that, like, I don't know what it was about it, right? But I was, first of all, my name, don't call me white girl, right, is wrapped up in love for being black, right? I grew up in a time where it was a thing to say, oh, we 13% Cherokee. That's just what people did. Anybody light or something.
Or with straight hair.
Yeah, if your hair was a
I
different.
could take you to Africa and show you straight hair in every country.
Right.
In every not
Right.
everybody got the tight kinks.
Right.
African people have different phenotypes. I
Yeah.
can take you to Sudan where their noses are skinnier than white people.
That's a fact.
Their lips are smaller than white people. You feel me?
Yeah.
The shape of the women is skinnier than the flattest, buttest white girl.
Right.
Every phenotype comes from Africa. The Chinese phenotype. I could take. Did you see? Remember Nelson Mandela? Nelson Mandela was of the Khoi people.
Yeah.
The Khoi people, some would argue, are the predecessors of the modern day Chinese.
Right, 'cause they
Notice how the
definitely look-
eyes
yeah,
and everything.
they got the Asian
Every
look.
phenotype comes from African people. But because we hate ourselves, we always try to be something that we not.
Right.
But guess what? When we get our reparations, how much I want to bet money? I bet everybody here $100. When we get reparations, they won't be Cherokee no more.
We ain't
I
getting
bet you they won't be Chickasaw no more.
We're
They're
not
going to be
getting-
Zulu,
when are we-
Nigerian, Ivory Coast, Liberia. Let us get some money. I bet you all that Native American stuff stop.
When are we getting the reparations? What day?
It's going to be hard for us to get reparations. I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, yeah, we ain't getting them.
Some black people believe being able to call themselves American is reparation enough.
Oh, fuck that. I want
Some
the 4
black
acres
men
and the
believe
mule.
being able to push up in the white pale vagina
If I had
is
to
enough.
chop him up and grill him, give me the mule and the 4 acres.
Listen,
I feel like I don't think it's any worse crime being done to any people. Let me say why. Because it's a stupid debate to have, but I've heard it 1,000 times.
Talk to me.
Is Holocaust worse than slavery? What was worse? The reason
you
why
can't
it's
compare
worse,
the two.
you can't.
One was
because-
6 years, one was 500 years.
Exactly. Our shit lasted forever, and it was set up for us to be fucked, and we are still suffering from.
And
shit
can I
that
give you one
happened
more?
then.
The
Why
people
wouldn't you?
who were victimized in Germany, their ancestors financed our Holocaust. Who built the ships for our Holocaust? Who captained the voyages for our Holocaust? Who built the banks that stored the money from our Holocaust? So the same people asking you to cry about their 6 years have never apologized for their participation in your 500 years. I wish I would shed a tear. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never.
Also, in the beginning of the pod, I want to do a little message for our white cousins. Hey, maybe sit this one out. This is not the one
No,
for
let
you
the
guys.
white people listen
Still
and learn.
love you guys
White
the
people,
most.
I do not hate you. I
Tell
have
'em.
nothing against you.
What do you need
But I
from
am
them?
100% unapologetically and unequivocally committed to the liberation, salvation, and destiny of blacks. I have nothing against you, but I'm for my own.
And we can't be friends.
Black people can't have a white friend. If white privilege dictates unfair monopolization of power and privilege, how could a white person ever be your friend if their survival depends on your marginalization? In other words, does the white friend of a black person want to give up their white privilege to be your friend?
Fuck no.
There's not a white person on. There you go.
Hell no.
Can you think of any white person that would give up white privilege to be your friend?
Fuck that. To add to that, I couldn't imagine being born white and not feeling like I was better than niggas.
Thank you.
That's just the truth. And I hate when I
Thank
have that
you.
conversation with people and they like kind of
And
confused
if you
about
don't
it. It's
stop
like,
saying the N-word, I'm going to pull
I
your
was
damn
gonna ask
fingers
you-
out.
I was going to ask you that. How do you feel about the N-word? But you know
I'm
what I
against it.
didn't
We
do?
gotta stop using
But
it.
guess what I didn't do? I never referred to you as a nigga. Not once. That's big for
At
me.
the start of the show, I'm taking one thing in that line.
And Zach said it too. Did I? Cut it out.
So even though it's all black, everything culturally, are there any things from other cultures that you could enjoy, like Italian food?
I love pizza.
Asian movies.
He loves pizza.
my ninja. I almost.
But here's the thing.
I'm a pizza
There's
guy.
evidence that pizza was not discovered by Italians.
I'm just saying
That African people.
Nah. Shut up.
I'm being real.
Let
And if
them
you want
tell
to
you
go
how pizza
martial
from
arts,
Africa, my nigga.
who
I
are
mean,
the
Phelps.
inventors of martial arts?
Let them tell you.
Who invented martial arts? African people.
Us.
But you know what I'm referencing though. I'm just saying in the modern
Give me
day,
something that you like from another people. We invented hockey. We invented the golf tee.
The thing is
We
well,
probably invented basketball. We just ain't found out yet.
Well, I'm a sports guy, so that's not fair. But I mean, I'm everything black across the board, though.
Gotcha,
So you
gotcha.
feel me? I can appreciate other things, but I know you feel me when we get into. I don't fight with
Now,
that.
what I was saying to you earlier, right? The name "Don't Call Me White Girl." It's not because people used to get it confused. And sometimes, like if I would go viral on different sides of the internet, I remember going viral negatively because I told people why I don't think black people belong in armed forces. Like my children, right? My children can't be probation officers. They can't be cops. They can't be in the Army. They can't be in the Marines. My kids can't be Boy Scouts. They can't be Girl Scouts. They can't do none of that shit. You're not allowed. Like it will cause a real problem between me and my kid. And I'm not like an overbearing mom like that. I just don't feel like black people have any fitting in those spaces,
I'm with
right? For me, I remember being like 4 or 5, and my grandmother having a painting on the wall, and I thought it was ants on a log, right? And it was a slave ship, a diagram of a slave ship. My grandmother sitting me down explaining, and me asking her, well, where'd you go to the bathroom? And she's like, on top of the person you laying on top of. Where did you vomit? On top of the person. If you had a baby, on top of the person. If you died, they threw you out. My grandmother told me what bed maids were. They would rape you upstairs. I mean, I learned all that at 6 or 7. My grandmother was a celebrator of Kwanzaa, and this is before all the others came out about Kwanzaa, right? Okay. My grandmother would hire African drummers to come every year. We never celebrated Christmas. We did the Kwanzaa for all, 11 days? Coochie Jackalia Nia. Don't make me start spitting. Is it 9?
8, 7?
Okay, I got the days.
No, it's 7 principles of Kwanzaa, right?
7?
So how many days is it? 7?
Where you get 11 from?
I don't know.
If your grandmother had you celebrating Kwanzaa, how you don't know the number of principles?
Because when you know the truth, I didn't celebrate it as an adult because when I did my research on it, I wasn't confident in it, right? Because I found out about all the negative shit. The guy going to jail, him pulling from all the other shit, and where it just didn't give me I got why my grandmother did it.
I'm glad she did it.
Me
because
too.
it was an introduction to
I
consciousness.
didn't have to get woke on Twitter. I was born like this. My grandmother would say, you too pale to not know your history in this country. She would say, you too yellow for that. You got to know. And she would sit down and give it to me. But for me, I feel blessed to be black. I feel like a special thing.
It should be.
I grew up in a time where it was just always you something else, and I never felt that way, right? For me, Don't Call Me White Girl is more love of being a black woman versus hate for a white girl.
you.
It's more, don't call me no white girl. It ain't no compliment to me. Not to mention, them fuckers got horrible press. You ain't even wash up. It's not a compliment at all, right? When I teach my kids shit, and especially with me having a criminal record, because I went the other way. I said, first time I went to jail, I was 14 years old. I was totally indoctrinated to that life. So by the time I was 21, I was in federal prison. I spent my whole 20s going to jail. Of course, I don't want that for my children, and I
Correct.
try to teach shit like that to my kids. But statistically, recidivism, if your parent go to jail, you go to jail. My grandfather went to jail, his son went to jail, my father went to jail, I went to
It's
jail.
hard to break family cycles.
How do you break that family cycle, especially coming from me to my kids? How do I stop them from going to prison?
The three most important things when it comes to breaking family cycles. Number one is you have to look for the traits of your parents and grandparents in yourself. You have to practice self-awareness. For example, my father was emotionally abusive, right? Mm-hmm. So with my children, even in my school, do you feel me? Mm-hmm. I have to be very, very observant of myself to make sure some of his emotional abuse don't come out in us. Because here's the irony of trauma. As much as you hate being beat, abused, abandoned, mistreated, you are likely to do the same thing yourself if you don't become conscious of how your trauma operates in your life. It's like the woman who say, I saw my mama get beat on all her life by her men. Yeah. I will never let a man hit me. And the next thing you know, her men is hitting her because you're not becoming conscious of how your trauma, your mama's trauma, has reinvented itself in you. It's hard to break family cycles because most of us are not disciplined and honest enough to track it.
That self-awareness that you have to
and
have.
catch it.
Yeah.
Or you got to have it.
Self-awareness is not it's not like a common thing. A lot of people have no idea what they do.
Self-awareness is hard.
Yeah.
Because first of all, your ego. Yeah. The biggest obstacle to you seeing yourself as you are and making the necessary changes is your ego, because your ego is invested in what? Maintaining the image you created of yourself for yourself. You hear that? Your ego has the image that you gave it. It ain't trying to consider nothing else but this perfect picture. Right. So in order for me to grow, I got to tell my ego, this ain't the real me. Right. I do got problems. Yeah. Ego don't want to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? Right. And that's why we got to tap into spirit, because the only thing greater than ego is spirit. Spirit and ego are at war. Ego is the devil. Spirit is God. Which one going to run your life?
Can you talk about the
See, when I get married, I'm gonna have two queens. They cannot be the same complexion.
2 wives.
2 queens, 2 wives. I'm gonna call them queens. We're gonna have contract. We're not gonna marry the white man.
Okay, 2 queens, 2 different colors.
How you know that?
You just said
it.
Oh.
Complexions. You said 2 different complexions.
They can't be, because if they both dark, they're gonna call me a dark skin supremacist. If they both light, they're gonna call me light skin supremacist. If they both brown, they're gonna call me a caramel supremacist. So they can't be the same.
I say keep it brown and black. Don't even go light skin. It's not
you
gonna work
can't say
for you.
that's not fair. That's not fair. It can't work for me.
I'm telling you, don't touch us right now.
No, listen
to
me. Listen. Listen. No, light skinned girls coochie just as good as chocolate girls. But listen to me. Listen.
I didn't say that's about no coochie.
I digress.
Nigga think he pinky.
We must stay focused. Consciousness over the cookies. Politics over the punani. Revolution over romance. Institutions over intimacy. And we must take care of business before the back shots. Listen. And we talked about this before the show, so I'm going to put it out there.
Okay.
I am hurt, and I want all my light-skinned sisters who support Dr. Umar to hear me. I'm hurt by my fair-skinned queens, who I see no differently than my chocolate or my caramels. It hurts me when they inbox me or text me or email me and WhatsApp me and say, you would never consider me as your wife because I'm too light. That shit hurt. So I need all my light-skinned sisters to know I can have a light-skinned wife. I can have a mixed-race wife. I don't care, because both of them ain't going to be the same complexion anyway. But I'm going to have 2 queens. And light skin, I ain't got no issue. I have no color complex at all. And you know what? I thank God for that, because I would be a hypocrite as a Pan-Africanist if I had any colorism.
So you require 2 queens because you need to show 2 complexions?
No, because of the work I have to do for the people. The reason I'm going to have 2 queens, they are 2 secretaries, 2 assistants.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 managing directors. There's a lot of work. I got FDMG. I got Team Pan-African. I got the descendants of African freedmen in America that we working on.
I was your lover and
you feel
your
me? I got about 6 major
secretary.
organizations I got to run. You real? Not to mention I travel globally, so I'm going to have a base all over the world. I need women to help me do my work. So you might say, why not have one wife and have an assistant, right? Because if that assistant is holding me down as much as you is,
I'm Muslim. I don't have
stay
a problem
with me though.
two
But
queens.
polygamy don't come from Islam. Polygamy comes from African
I didn't
culture.
say
Islam
where it
borrowed
came
it.
from, brother.
Okay,
I'm just telling
but
you.
stay with me. But that's also patriarchal versus matriarchal polygyny. There's a difference.
Okay.
In matriarchal polygyny, the women choose the co-wives. They train each other. They work together. They answer to the queen mothers in the village.
Okay.
The men don't say you're the wife. You feel me? Women have a big say.
Okay.
Because if the women don't get along, the marriage is going to fall apart.
True.
I can say you my wife and I can say she my wife, but if y'all don't like each other, shit gonna fail.
Yeah.
So in matriarchal polygyny, y'all make sure y'all work.
Why do we lock eyes like that? You ready?
Y'all ready?
You married,
Caramel
man?
and vanilla. Let's do this.
Lit.
5 thick in the
F
thighs
says,
times 2. Let's do this. Clap on, clap off. Cut it out, Phelps. But one of y'all still got to be able to bear children because I still need a baby papa. If I don't get a baby Prince of Pan Africanism, I'm going to have a problem. I need a son.
You need a boy.
I got 2 daughters. I need a boy.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't care if he likes skin.
And boys are funner.
We call him Baby Malcolm. Malcolm Ifatunde.
I have a brown skinned boy and a light skinned boy.
Girls?
Yeah. I have one girl, a light
So
skinned
you got
girl.
3?
Yeah, I got 3. Yeah.
What's your age? What's the ages?
You want to know my favorite?
No, you don't have a favorite child. Don't
Oh,
you?
I have a favorite.
Don't do that.
I have a
Don't
fucking
you do
favorite.
that. Not on this show while I'm here.
Oh, your
You
parents got
will
a
not.
favorite.
Stop.
You probably your
Stop.
Parents, you probably your parents' favorite. That's why you're saying
Stop.
that. All right, I don't got a favorite.
You cannot do that.
Every bitch watching this know who my favorite is.
Listen.
That's the crazy part.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's not
Mona,
right.
don't do that.
It's honest.
Don't you ever do. Listen. Black Parent Psychology 101. Don't you ever tell anybody that you have a favorite child. It breeds sibling rivalry.
Yes, it does.
It breeds sibling contempt.
Get the Mother's Day
It
gifts
breeds
right.
sibling conflict.
Who
And
loves
your
mommy
children,
more?
when they get old enough, they'll never speak to each other again.
It's true.
Because you chose one over the other. Don't you ever do that.
The one I chose gonna hold me down though.
Don't stop. You don't want that karma. Don't do that. Don't ever do
It
that.
ain't right.
It ain't. Stop it. Stop it.
You don't got a favorite pair of shoes?
You choosing kids, so guess what I'm going to do? Since you choosing one child over the rest, I'm going to call you white girl. Cut that white shit out.
No, Dr. Umar. So, what? Okay, you still don't let me spit it out about J. Edgar Hoover. Okay, please let me spit this out. So this is my issue with trying to figure out if something is a conspiracy theory, right? So like to me, normally off the bat, the first, like you said, I'm the population. So of course, me thinking population control is a conspiracy because I'm the population. That's who I'm supposed to be fooled by stuff like that, right?
Uh-huh.
I think about things like back in the day with J. Edgar Hoover and I can imagine being a teenager and I'm in this pro-black group that's all about us uplifting each other. We calling it the Panthers and we protecting each other. We doing all this, right? And it's one of the Panthers that are saying, I'm telling y'all, the government watching us, they bugging us, they trying to get us to do this, trying to get that. I can imagine that person, people being like, something wrong with this nigga. Why would the government be watching us, right? Even when you look at stuff, it's like Martin Luther King, it coming out there, he cheated on Coretta, but the man got his phone tapped and he can't find but so much. So that's what he put out, right? For me, like, how do you figure out when, because half of those things that those people back then, probably the masses, black people, my people, looked at like that's bullshit, it's impossible. Especially about the CIA dropping crack off. Right now, 2025, after shows
the CIA
as big
runs
as...
the global crack.
Right. But right
system.
now in 2025, you have shows as big as Snowfall, and it's just an open thing. Yeah, cool. But back when it was happening, even
Right.
5 and 10,
It was
I remember
controversial.
5 years after that,
'Cause
people
they killed
saying
the
that
white
shit.
man who exposed the
Because
story.
they killed that motherfucker that exposed the story. So, like, how, as the people at home, because it's not just about reading, how do you decipher, like, what the fuck, what is really going on and what's not? Because my thing is, my worst fear is being left in the dark and I don't know what the fuck going on.
Critical analysis and common sense.
That we don't have a lot of that. We fucked.
Critical analysis means you
that's
got
that.
to read other than social media.
Yeah.
And common sense.
You know,
you have
most
to
people
think
get their
deeply.
stuff from Shade Room and Facebook, which is fucked
That's
up.
not good.
It's not as bad.
Because it's not corroborated. There's
Yeah.
no sources. There's no proof. There's no nothing.
Right.
And don't get me wrong. A lot of truth don't have proof.
Right.
A lot of truth don't have proof. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm not one of them people that say, if you can't prove it, I don't believe it. No. There's a lot you can't prove that's true. You follow
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there still needs to be some kind of a standard.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But generally speaking, a conspiracy theory is any truth that's not sanctioned by the government. If it's not sanctioned by the government, it's called conspiracy theory. I tell you conspiracy
meaning
theory.
if the government didn't approve it being put out.
Exactly.
Okay.
I give you conspiracy theory, but nobody calls it a conspiracy theory because
What?
it was approved by the government.
What?
The Twin Towers, 9/11.
How?
Manhattan. What?
Well,
the
yeah.
government says that terrorists flew 2 planes into them buildings. But people who was on the ground in New York said that what they saw didn't even have windows in it. It couldn't have been commercial planes.
Right, yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? The buildings got imploded from the basement. People heard bombs going off on the bottom.
Is that what Michael Moore said too?
Yeah, Michael
yes,
Moore did the
right.
whole
And I
doc- you
definitely
feel-
believe Michael Moore. Yes, okay, I got it.
But people believe it because the government said this is the way it happened.
Tell him that.
Check it out. No high-ranking officials, no high-ranking officials went to the World Trade Center that day.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson just so happened to oversleep that morning. He was supposed to be in there that day.
Damn.
That's a coincidence? No.
They got
dropped it
quiet
themselves.
here. Is it a coincidence or not?
To justify their involvement in Afghanistan because the Taliban was burning all the poppy seed. You know, Afghanistan is the #1 poppy producing nation in the world. That's where you get your heroin and your opium.
Yeah.
They burned it up.
And that was huge with
America
us.
needed to get back in there.
To get that dope.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. That was about crack. And why are drugs so important to governments?
I'm assuming so they could tax them eventually and make money
Partly,
off of
but
them.
also
To
we live
tax
in a
them and make
capitalist
paper.
society, right?
Right, to make some money.
Capitalism is based off what? Everyday consumption, right? You're looking
Yeah.
at the stock market every day. Right? But the problem is what? Do you need to buy a cell phone every day? Do you need to buy a car every day? Do you need to buy sneakers every day?
You need that crack though.
Do you need to buy food? But you need that crack.
You need
What
that
is the
crack.
one thing people going to buy? Whether it's a storm, a tsunami, a blizzard, a birthday,
Alcohol.
COVID,
Drugs and alcohol.
drugs and alcohol. And that's why most governments subsidize their stock market with drug money.
Damn.
America will never stop dealing drugs. It's too profitable. And you know why they love drug money the most, illegal drug money? Because if I don't have billions of dollars I can use to pay for this African president to be assassinated and that South American president to be overthrown, you follow what I'm saying? I need money to pay for these operations that Congress never approved.
Right.
If I ain't got the money, I got to get congressional approval.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get congressional approval. So the drug money is how I run all my illegal operations on behalf of the United States government.
That's what always irritated with me. People with that like look down on different drug use. People are total drunks. They get drunk from Monday. Motherfuckers start $2 Tuesday, wasted Wednesday. To me, it's no different. It's no difference from a person that's addicted to alcohol than a person that snorts heroin after they get off of work. I had
Actually, more people die from cigarettes and alcohol
for
than
a
crack.
fact.
and
More people
heroin.
die from driving drunk than driving on heroin or driving smoking crack. Like
yeah.
that's a fact.
Absolutely.
But alcohol is legal, so other black people will judge you on it because the man said,
Right.
I don't know why.
Alcohol is killing us, though.
Alcohol is fucking killing us.
Alcohol is killing us.
From kids up.
The
yeah.
kidney, the liver, the
For
cirrhosis.
Sure. Yeah, I never
the
even could handle
domestic
it.
abuse of it.
Yes.
The dementia.
Yes, yeah.
And then you got to realize that the malt liquor that they sell, the 40 ounce,
Mm-hmm.
do you know that malt liquor was never intended to be consumed by humans? Do you know what malt liquor is? When they're done making the high grade liquor, that's the garbage left at the bottom of the barrel. You know how I learned this? I met a brother. I was in Sprint one day. We both getting our phones fixed. He just so happened to be one of the distributors for the beer company. He said, Dr. Umar, malt liquor was never supposed to be consumed. That was the leftover stuff. But they had so much of it, they said, we need to find something we could do. And they said, sell it to the blacks.
And Snoop Dogg
Sell
in
it to the
commercial.
blacks. It's like 250% more toxic than any other liquors. And they bring it right to our community. And I got a problem with the rappers because all the rappers are endorsing alcohol.
Yeah.
Don't we have enough alcohol in the black community? Why does every rapper got to either have a weed factory or you selling alcohol? Yeah. That's all y'all can. How
That's
about
the
a
image
hospital?
they push. That's the image
Give me
they
a
push.
hospital.
They don't push
Give me
that.
a school.
Yeah.
Give me a supermarket. Give me a distribution company. Don't bring me no damn weed farm and no alcohol.
Oh my God, you know what just occurred to me? What the fuck do you listen to? Like just African drums and shit? Or do you like music?
Shango!
You listen to
What do you like to listen to?
Old stuff. So
R&B, rap, what?
Poor righteous teachers.
I like PRT, but I'm a Public Enemy guy.
Told you. I
Okay.
just said Public Enemy.
Tupac is my favorite
They gonna try
rapper.
to be funny.
Tupac's your favorite?
Tupac.
Okay.
I always wonder what would have happened if he would have been around for us to meet.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. Tupac at 50 would have been crazy.
Yes. New Edition, Jagged Edge. I'm mostly 90s and early 2000s rapping music.
Okay, so there's nobody from right now that you like.
I listen to a little bit of NBA Youngboy because I like the aggression.
Yeah, that's because it's good. Yeah, it's good though.
Meek Mill, obviously, North Philly. Used to live at 18th and Burks with us.
Of course, right.
But I don't do a lot of the new school.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of the new school.
What's your thoughts on drill music?
No.
Yeah.
Anything that promotes self-destruction, I can't do it.
Right.
We need to have we need a black cultural renaissance like the Harlem Renaissance. We have to take back all of our arts, you feel me?
Yeah.
Hip hop, graffiti, take it all back
Yeah.
and turn it positive.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We have allowed them to be used for negative.
Yeah.
You can't get the youth if you don't get the culture.
Yeah.
Got to take the culture back.
And it's
to
at
really
the most extreme that it could
Oh,
be,
my God.
where it's some
Yeah.
fat white guy in the
Oh, my
office
God.
and he's talking to some guy from Broward County in Florida and he dissing all his ops and some of his friends are dying and this guy might bail him out of jail if he can, if it's worth the risk. The other times he just forget this nigga alive. Like, that's really what's going on right now. It's
And let me
gross.
say this for
It's
clarity.
gross. I do like that.
Because you got violence in Wilmington, you got violence in Philly, you got violence in Chester, you got violence in Baltimore.
The shootout that just happened. I have never been afraid of I've never watched footage because I come from outside. The first case I caught, a Dell case, is guns, drugs, all of it. My shit. I ain't
I got
court
you.
with nobody else.
I got you.
But watching them little ass hands cup switches, like they know to hold this motherfucker from the bottom. It just fucked me up. Just watching all them girls. I'm
raising
speaking of the
killers.
shootout in South Philly.
raising killers.
These niggas. And it's the thing. If you not outside, you wouldn't know. But now, the younger, they start young. Like, the people that smoking shit is 13, 14, 15. And it's been like that since at least, I'm going to say, 2013. Like, they
But
little
that's
kids.
the way we allow them to be.
I couldn't imagine my son coming home smelling like gunpowder. I'm not having
You
a
feel
conversation
me?
with this boy.
The black community has no system to socialize its own children.
Yeah.
So the children are being used against you. See that? There's three main reasons why we got so much community violence in the black community. One is miseducation.
Yeah.
If you don't fix the schools and the opportunities that come from a decent education, you can't stop violence.
Yeah.
Because violence grows from the soil of poverty. Violence grows from the soil of poverty. If I'm listening to a mayor of Wilmington or the mayor of Chester or the mayor of Philly or the mayor of New York say, I want to do something about violence, but I don't want to do nothing about poverty.
Right.
I want to do something about violence, but I don't want to do nothing about the schools.
It's a joke.
I want to do something about violence, but I don't want to do nothing about the economic devastation, the underemployment of black youth. You know, black youth have one of the lowest employments in America. Immigrants have a higher employment than our teenagers. Nobody wants to hire black youth because of the stereotypes. They can't find work. You see. So if you don't deal with the education, the economic castration, here's the third part. Mental illness
Yeah.
mixed with post-traumatic slavery disease.
And they ain't getting high.
First of all, black people are angry at the system.
We should be.
They kill each other because they know if you touch the system, there's consequences. Me and you get into an argument. I take your life. God forbid, right? I'm really mad at the system. I ain't got no job. I ain't got no house. My mom ain't got no food. My kids are struggling. You feel? I'm mad at the system, but I can't attack the system. I ain't got the courage to do that. If I attack the system, there's consequences. But if I take you out, they might not even look for me. You see that? Most of the violence in our community, it's for the system.
Yeah.
But I'm going to kill you.
I feel like with
Because
me,
you're the only person a black people can assault and not be held accountable is another black person.
I used to live in the bottom. I went to war with the guys from down the bottom. I didn't say the N-word. Me and my baby father, shout out to you. To me using a hammer and busting my neighbor in the head was the American way. Because in America, that's how you solve your issues with violence. America, you figure out a way to make money, you do well with the money, you keep doing it. It makes total sense why I tried to sell drugs at 14, 15, 16 and kept it up as an adult. That's capitalistic. Like, I resent the fact almost like it's a ghetto thing, even though I understand it isn't why it is, but Terminator is the governor in California. Like, Terminator killed motherfuckers. That's the American way to be violent. That's a very American thing. We brought
Yes,
here.
America is violence.
Yeah, so it's like for me, I never felt like a criminal. I felt like a real American.
America's neurosis over black on black crime stems from the fact that they never want you to politicize your violence against the state.
Because black on black crime isn't real.
Well, you do have black on black crime.
What is black on black crime?
Black people killing black people.
Well, everybody kills people that live in their proximity.
That's true, but guess what? We're the only people. Black men. The leading cause of death is other black men.
Shut up.
From 21 to 40, the leading cause of death is other black men. That's not true for every group.
The leading cause of black men
21 to 40.
is other black men.
Homicide.
I don't want people to know that. Cut that out. I'm so serious.
Homicide.
Okay.
And guess what number 2 is? Suicide.
Shut up.
Black people are taking their life like it's crazy, man.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah,
Men,
I seen,
women,
it's like a
and-
rise in that. I seen
That's
that.
so
yeah.
Oh, it's a big rise. And
depressing.
since COVID, black girls, 12 to 17.
Yeah, little kids.
Fastest
I saw
growing
that.
suicide risk
But that's
in
that
America.
fucking social media. I couldn't imagine being a little kid growing up with social media. You know, you get your ass whooped. Only people that talk about the fights, people that came in and friends of those people. Now you get your ass whooped and they replay it. My daughter got her first fight. She got her ass whooped. They played it and put one of my viral sounds on top of it and slowed it down. So every time she dipped and the bitch punched her, like you caught it to my voice.
And you should have got the child expelled because technically, if you reproduce
We went
the
back.
assault of a child, that's an expellable offense in most school districts. That's cyberbullying to the 10th power. Y'all should have got, whoever did that, y'all could have got, not to
She
say
won.
you wanted to,
But she won.
but you could have got that
She
child
still
expelled from
won.
school.
And it was like I don't know what you would call it. White girl that's totally engulfed in black culture.
What do you call it?
Wigger? I
call
don't
it
know.
snow bunny.
A snow. When you say snow bunny, I
Y'all
think
gotta
blind
stop
hair from a
giving
cul-de-sac.
white people credit.
Yeah. I mean,
For immersing yourself in black culture. If a white person wants credit for me, immerse yourself in one of these fights that my people have for freedom, justice, and equality. How about you fight for better schools and fight against mass incarceration and fight against homelessness and gentrification and fight against police genocide and fight against economic apartheid? If a white person wants to impress me, fight against one of our problems. Learning my culture and learning how to cook black food and learning how to play the drum, that shit means nothing to me.
you know what pissed me off the most? You'll see a video on social media and it would be a white guy and he's nailing a black dance. Like he hitting the name and he fucked it up. And it's black people in the comments like, that's right, you can come to the cookout. It
Do you know
infuriates
why?
me.
Because black people are always looking to be accepted by others.
sick.
And that's why it's so easy to exploit our culture. We will give it away to you. If we think this is going to help you like us, we will sell the whole community down the drain just for a smile from a Caucasian.
I just thought we were really helpful. Like we just like to fix stuff and help people.
Charity starts at home.
Just like all them black people.
Self-help. Where's the self-help?
Just like black people kept saying, we're going to stay out of the ICE thing. We're not saying nothing. We told them not to vote for Trump. Black people are standing up and saying things about ICE. You know what I mean? Not just about the Haitian people that are being kidnapped by ICE and the...
Black people spoke more about Palestine than they did about Haiti, Congo, Ethiopia, Somalia, and Sudan put together. Black people cared more about the Palestinians than their own people. You will never find that in another race. We are the only people who will care more about another people's crisis than our own. I want what's best for the Palestinians. I want what's best for the Mexicans and the immigrants. But if you think
but
I'm
not if it
wasting
come
any
before
of my
ours.
time,
Right, yeah.
Until all black problems are free, until all black problems have been fixed, I have no time for anybody else's issues.
Heard you. I want to spit a couple names at you and see what you think.
Go ahead.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry is a legend. I appreciate the rags to riches story. If he starts giving us some positive content, he could end up on my 21st century Mount Rushmore because his rags to riches story is amazing.
It's amazing. He was sleeping in the
Oprah
car.
Winfrey's rags to riches story is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Jay-Z's rags to riches story is amazing.
Yeah.
But guess what? They haven't given us anything enough where we can say, not only did he do this for himself, he did it for us too. None of them have given us an institution yet. Think about it. We don't have
Well,
a
Oprah, I don't think Oprah has no like Like Oprah, like this is a perfect
Oprah
example.
came from nothing.
I used to always say, I'm gonna be the black Oprah. And I wouldn't even think about it. That's how white she is to me in my mind.
Oh, she's white.
Yeah, she's a
but what
white
I'm
girl.
saying is her story is so profound.
Her story,
That
yeah.
if she ever flipped her black
And
switch,
her bun back in the day.
Oprah, but the problem with them is they so close to white people.
Yeah.
They really know how white people are. They know more than we do.
Yeah.
They up there with them billionaires who will kill you at the drop of a hat. And so some of them are selfish, but a lot of them are scared. A lot of them are scared.
They don't wanna
To lose
what they
position
got.
or mess it up.
To lose their
How
life.
much fucking money do
to
you
lose
need?
Look what they did to Bill Cosby because he wouldn't let them drill for oil under his house. He'd get accused of raping all these ugly, fat, old white women.
So Bill Cosby didn't rape anybody?
No.
Damn.
That's what they do in Hollywood. Bill
Okay.
Cosby didn't rape nobody. The second largest oil company in America wanted to drill under his house in Massachusetts. Cosby wouldn't let him do it. That's when he got hit. They was going to liquidate his assets through the lawsuits, force him to sell the house. They get to drill to the oil.
Damn.
That's why these people in jail. R. Kelly may be guilty, but guess what? That ain't why he there. R. Kelly there because he didn't want to give his unpublished music away to a certain music company. He there because he wanted his masters back. Whitney Houston is there because she wanted an audit on her earnings and she wanted her masters back. Prince is there because he ain't give his unpublished music up. Michael Jackson is there because he wouldn't sell back the Beatles catalog.
Now, the Prince thing I believed. Maybe even Michael Jackson prior to this conversation.
Oh, Michael Jackson is a fact.
But R. Kelly's nasty. I don't give a fuck.
No.
what he
I'm not saying he's innocent.
They locked them bitches
No.
up.
This is what I'm saying. That ain't why he's there.
Okay, I
See,
get
the
it.
problem with us is we can't separate the politics from the personal. You feel me? Puff Daddy
art
might
from the
be a
artistry.
creep.
Yeah.
But Puffy didn't go to jail because he was a creep.
Why Puffy
they are
go to jail?
all creeps in the music industry.
Yes, they are.
Puffy went to jail because he sued Diageo and forced them to settle out of court, and they wanted him to go to jail so they wouldn't have to pay him.
That's what they saying.
Well, who the fuck went to jail because they were supposed to go to jail? Suge Knight?
Maybe.
I just read that Suge Knight, that was his friend, and they got in a car together to go handle business. Suge Knight had a podcast on our media company for a little while from jail. He would call in. But I've read that because he went to jail allegedly for running over a guy and like hurting him. The story is that they got into an issue with another, it's so hard not to say the word, with some other guys. They went together to attack these guys together, and it was like a freak accident, and he ran his friend over. But they went together to fight together.
Here's the thing. When black people are nothing but commodities, that's all we've ever been to whites. You understand? When they no longer need you, you are fair game. When LeBron James stopped playing basketball, LeBron James better be careful about every move he make because they only protect you as long as they need you. The minute they don't need your ass no more, you ain't no different than Umar Johnson. Notice how they get all of them after their prime. Who did they get in their prime? Name one. They don't get nobody in their prime because they still need you. In your prime, you're still valuable.
Mike Tyson?
They get you after your prime. Bill Cosby.
That's why I said, yeah, Mike
Prince.
Tyson, Mike Vick.
Well, Mike Vick wasn't billionaire status. You feel me? I think Mike Vick owned team.
Yeah.
You feel me? I think there was some. I think he got set up by his own team
With them dogs.
with them dogs. I think Mike Tyson might have got set up, but I'm not so sure that wasn't the mafia who set him up because he wouldn't give him a cut. No, bro, you don't know the mob runs boxing? You don't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Shit, they say Muhammad Ali first heavyweight championship was a throw that Sonny Liston?
Yeah.
They said the mob told Sonny Liston to lose that fight, bro. Remember, the Nation of Islam had to get the mafia off of Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
The Fruit of Islam had to go tell them, y'all gonna leave him alone, or y'all gonna have beef with us. Yeah. Some people say that's why Sam Cooke got murdered, because Sam Cooke didn't have no muscle behind him. Remember, Sam Cooke owned his own masters, owned his own publishing.
Yeah.
This is why Motown was big. Sam Cooke is owning everything. Oh, some people said the mafia did Sam Cooke, and we can't have black people thinking that they can own their own publishing. How do we eat?
Right. Now, listen, on a lighter note, Dr. Umar, because we have been here for a bit, and it's almost over. I hate to say it.
I ain't in no rush. King Kong.
King Kong consciousness. My question to you is, like, what can we do to get united? Sometimes when I think about, because I use my platform every way I can to like remind us that we all we got. I think I truly believe that it's nobody that's going to come save us. Mm-hmm. There's no group that's going to have any special interest and make sure we okay. We have to take care of each other, like in general, in every way you could think of. Mm-hmm. Like when I think about days that they speak of that I've never seen, like when people talk about these old times where if you got in trouble and the lady at the block smacked you upside your head and then you got home and you got popped. I've never even seen no shit like that.
That's when we had community. We haven't had that.
How do you get
integration destroyed community. I don't think black people knew how much we really loved white people until integration. Remember, up until integration, you were forced to stay away from them. It could cost you your life.
Yeah.
I don't think we realized how much we were in love with white people until desegregation came. That's why you hear black people say they need to segregate us again. Why does your enemy have to separate you from him?
Right.
In order for you to do right by yourself. Because black people are too intoxicated with white folks. Mm-hmm. Most black people are after white validity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. White success.
White validity. White proximity. Mm-hmm. And white imitation.
I just don't
We want to imitate whites. We want to be accepted by whites. And we want to be as close to them as we possibly can, despite how poorly they treat us.
Just like it's like an automatic thing that when you get to a certain level, you move to a white neighborhood. You send your kids to white schools.
Our definition of success is tied to them.
That's so annoying. Because we run everything. We make everything like hip.
75% of top tier athletes, black men, 75% marry white girls.
Why?
75%. Because it makes me feel like a man. I feel more equal to the white man. I feel better about myself. See, when the black man penetrates white vagina, when the black man penetrates white vagina, psychologically, he says to himself, I have made it. I am equal. I am good enough. See that? The white woman is the black man's surrender flag, and she's his pass into white society. If I walk into, take me, right? If Dr. Umar walk into a meeting with a white girl, it don't matter how hard I talk. Do you feel me? Mm-hmm. It don't matter. Look at Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, he's an alpha male. Coon, but he's an alpha male. But because he got that white woman, white people don't think about what Charles Barkley got to say. They know you never going to do nothing against us because you sleep with us. You see that? No matter how tough you talk, if your woman is white, they know you white.
So you're safer.
You're safer. That's why I appreciate the track brother for the Olympics. What's his name? Who married the chocolate Jamaican sister? The sprinter from the Olympics.
Noah Lyles?
Lyles married a chocolate queen from Jamaica. He ain't getting no attention. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Now, I wouldn't have had a problem if he married a light-skinned queen. But the fact that he married a chocolate queen, which is something they frown upon, I had to respect him for doing that.
Right.
See, our thing is we got to get rid of the colorism altogether.
Yeah.
Merit in our community should be based on service to the race.
So a brother come to you and say, you know what, Dr. Umar, I've been reading into you. I'm getting into you, so intelligent. I feel like a lot of your principles will advance us as a community. I done married this white girl. What do I do? You say, leave
when the
her.
Children, no, not if you got babies.
Okay.
As much as I don't support the bunny hop, if you have babies with women of another race, it is not those children's fault that you hate yourself. So if you're pregnant, stay with me. Wilmington, Delaware, stay with me. And I get these questions from black men. They ask me.
Yeah.
And you know what I ask? How old are your children? Well, I got a 5 or 6 or 7. I said, brother, it's not fair.
Men have to ask you that and they got a white woman.
Yeah, Dr. Umar, I'm conscious now. I wasn't conscious. And they say, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, Ifatunde? And I tell them, I say, you got to stay in that house till the babies are grown. You know why? Because if you leave that white woman, she bringing a white man in there. Do you want that white man looking at your daughter?
Right.
Do you want that white man chastising your black sons? The biggest mistake black men make when they make these babies with these non-black women is if this relationship don't work, your child gonna be raised by not only another man, but a man of another race who can't stand yours.
Yeah, that's deep.
So you got to stay there. I would never tell a black man to walk out on his kids because the mother white. Nah, you dug that ditch.
You ain't got
lay in
nothing.
it.
You ain't got nothing with that bitch with a German Shepherd. Do you pack up and leave? Do you take the dog or you leave the dog with the lady? You don't have any children. All y'all got is a
How
lizard.
close is she with the dog?
That's your son. The dog is your child. You don't have any human
I'm just
children.
saying, they just locked a guy up the other day because they caught him having sex with his dog. No, this was on the news.
No, it really was a guy on the
Yeah,
news.
he was having sex with his dog.
Yeah. So don't leave the dog. There's no way. I'm telling y'all. Okay?
Good. I'm not messing with no woman who dog sleep in the bed with her.
Do you know anybody personally? Any of your male black friends have white wives and mixed kids? Anybody?
A friend? No. I don't have snow bunny hoppers for friends.
How about like cousins and brothers, like family members? When you go to the
Yeah,
reunion,
I got family members who bunny hop. Yes.
Man, I want that reunion tense as a
Oh,
motherfucker.
man.
No, it ain't. No, because they know where I stand. I know where they stand. The snow bunny know who I am.
Leave Uncle out for Tuesday.
No, I'm not going to
away.
mistreat her. If she speak, listen, y'all got to understand something. Because I don't hate nobody.
Right.
I have white fans.
Of course
For sure
you
you
do.
do.
I have Asian fans. I had an Arab woman just send me a picture on Instagram yesterday. Said, would you like me? I'm built like a sister. She was. Ass fat as shit, but you not black. You not black. I can't tap it. It's against the rules. It's against the rules.
Have you been married before?
I've never been married.
Will you-
I've never lived with a woman.
And if you do get married,
Two
it's
queens.
Got it. So
They don't
there's
have
no
to live
way-
in the same house. They don't have to live in the same state.
You have to
They
live
ain't
in the
got
same-
to live in the same country. They ain't got to live on the same continent. Because I'm intercontinental Ifatunde.
Damn, y'all ain't even in the palace together?
It's up to them. Now, if they say they want to live together, but they can't be popping each other because I don't do no LGBTs.
They can't be what
They
each
can't
other?
be popping each other. They ain't the type of
No
partner.
scissoring. Scissoring. You know when they scissor, when they bump coochies. Dr. Umar,
Nah.
it's like this.
Not in the Ifatunde
You
kingdom.
can't-
You know what scissor.
you're
All
not-
eyes on Papa.
So you're not having
Okay.
intercourse with both wives at the same time?
No.
Ain't no need for that.
That's gay.
4 cheeks, that would be a pretty sight. But no, we're not going to do that. 4 center buns. No. No, we're not doing. No, we're not doing a freak. This is not a freak off. This is a marriage.
So listen.
That's
It's not a freak off. It's a marriage.
So listen, you have to
And if
meet
they
both-
ever come home with a loosey goosey, they getting divorced. If you ever get in my
cheated. They
bed
cheated.
and your rubber band pop, keep going to your mama house.
What the fuck what does that mean?
If the rubber band popped,
Like the hymen? They gotta be virgins?
if your walls are worn
Okay,
out,
but you would know that before you marry. You would know that. You're not gonna test it?
you damn right I'm gonna test it.
I know you gonna.
Because some
you look
women,
like you do test it.
some queens have put so many miles on their vajayjay.
Oh, Dr. Umar, please
No, listen, this is real. I'm gonna be real.
be real.
There are women in their 50s who are in better vaginal health than women in their 30s. Do you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah.
I've dated women who you would think they were virgins and they over the age of 40. I've dated women under 40. You would
Kegels.
think they was over the age of 60.
Man, can I
Too
introduce
many
the thought of
miles
kegels?
on your engine and the transmission will slip.
I don't believe you can tell. I don't think
Yes,
you know.
you can tell.
I don't think you know, Dr.
Listen,
Umar.
biggest mistake women make is y'all think
Shit.
all of a JJ is the same.
John, you better
That is
stop
wrong.
nodding. It's
Listen,
called kegels.
Listen,
Talk-
ladies,
talk about it, Doc.
ladies, listen.
Talk about it. Doc.
Kegels, thank you.
No
Fucking
two are
cousin.
the same. Are you listening?
Kegels.
Listen, no two are the same.
What, coochies?
Every woman in this room,
You would know I never had none.
listen, every woman in this room has a completely different energy. You have a completely different moisture level. You have a completely different temperature. Some of y'all stay cold. Some of y'all get extra hot.
My moisture
Some
level
of
is
y'all
the
extra
highest
dry.
here.
Some of y'all extra wet.
Me.
And the last one
That's me extra wet.
is your tightness.
You extra dry.
Your
One of y'all.
the best cookies in the world, the best peach cobbler you can ever have.
Here.
Y'all listening, late? The best peach cobbler
Ding, ding,
on earth. It is extra hot. It is extra wet, and it is extra tight. And the worst peach cobbler in the world is extra cold, extra dry, extra loose. I said black queens forever.
Snow bunnies never.
Snow bunnies never.
And
this is why black women gotta stop telling men how many partners. Listen to me, ladies. This is game. Never tell a man when is the last time you've been with another man.
We know that.
No, but women do it all the time.
Yeah, we don't ask y'all.
We don't. Y'all volunteer. I ain't been with nobody in 3
We
years.
volunteer lies.
I ain't been with nobody in 3 years, and you ain't got no walls.
3 seconds before we started chatting.
But this the thing though, when y'all trying to impress us, y'all just turning us off because I never asked you that.
This the thing.
And you know
I'm
why
not
we?
giving it up
And
like
why
that
do we not
anyway.
need to know? You know why you don't?
Because
need
it's
to,
none of your fucking business.
But even more than that, as a man,
Why?
You know why I don't need to know?
Because you want to feel like you the only guy I've ever had.
No.
Let him answer.
He asked me.
Listen, when I enter your sacred waters, when I enter your caramel, when I enter your dark cinnamon, when I enter your butterscotch cream, I'm going to have a very pretty good idea on when the last time somebody swam in this ocean.
That's a myth. That
It
is
ain't no myth.
bullshit.
It is not no myth.
That's bullshit. I just don't believe
It is not no. Listen, there was a woman I was going to marry. I can't tell her story. I care about it. Well, let me give it. Okay.
Spare, but tell the story.
Okay. I went on a trip out the country. I was in love with her. This is here in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. I said to myself, when I come back from this 30-day trip, if that coochie tight, we getting engaged.
Okay.
Because this was her final test.
That was
30 days.
That was simple.
Final
Keep your
test is
coochie. But she
crazy.
didn't know. Because you don't tell them. Because if you tell them,
Then they going
she gonna keep it tight just because she know. So I didn't tell her. So I came back 30 days, 30 nights, right? Out the country. I couldn't wait to hit it. I go inside my royal waters, and there was water missing. I said,
This shit
is
going
not
too
the way
far
I
now.
left this.
This shit going too far.
So I looked at her, and I said, my beautiful African queen, who been inside my swimming pool? And she said, nobody. I said, I'm going to ask you one more time. I've been going for 30 days and 30 nights. I know how I left you 30 days ago. Who been in my peach cobbler? And she said, nobody. I said, I'm going to ask you one more time, and I'm going to get dressed, and I'm walking out that door, and I'm never coming back. She said, nobody. I got up, put my clothes on. I said, you know what? I was about to marry your ass. You should have saw her face.
Did it hurt?
It
Were
hurt.
you hurt?
I was more hurt because she and them some good ass cookies. She gave them to somebody while I was going. When I got to the door, she stopped me, and she looked at me, and guess what she said?
Just
How
one person.
did you know?
Oh, that's what she said.
She finally admitted, because she was so overwhelmed that I knew. She said, was it the way I smelled? No. And let us be clear, ladies, cheaters' coochie has a different smell. Ladies, y'all need to know that. Did you hear me, princess?
Now that's true.
Cheaters' coochie has let me give you the 4 smells of a woman. You want the 4 scents?
I think I might know him, but go
Ladies,
ahead.
listen to King Kong. Listen to King Kong. You have a scent when you're about to have your menstrual. That's Mother Nature, right?
Yeah.
Every man know that scent. You better hit it tonight because tomorrow
It's over.
it's over. The premenstrual scent. Okay, I better have my fun now. She cheated on me scent. Every woman has a she cheated on me scent. You know when you sniff that yoni when it warm up, somebody else done baked your pancakes. Okay?
Oh man.
Woman got the you need to wash your ass scent.
Oh my God.
Go soak that yoni. Go soak that yoni. And guess what the 4th scent is?
What?
We having a baby.
Oh, okay. When she pregnant.
Y'all have a pregnant scent?
We definitely have pregnant scents for sure.
I dated a woman one time. I told her she was pregnant. She couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I said, you pregnant. And I ain't even touched you yet, so it can't be mine.
Yeah.
King Kong! Pregnancy scent, premenstrual scent,
Wash your
ass scent, and you cheated on me scent. Every woman got them.
They only know 2 of them.
And black men, master the scents of your woman. Because although the scents are generally the same, most of y'all in here will generally have the same scent when them 4 conditions are going on. But sometimes it can be different. If you know your woman's scents, you know your woman.
You go down there and it smell like Fruity Pebbles or lavender. What is your thoughts on that?
It depends, because if you don't normally smell like Fruity Pebbles and lavender, and you smell like Fruity Pebbles and lavender,
He's smart.
Yeah.
you trying to hide
hide
that dick scent. And woman, don't ever tell your man if you cheated on him. You can't. We don't take it like y'all take it. Y'all take it like a champ.
Oh my God.
Woman take it like a champ. If he didn't marry her,
Or
straight.
buy her
Black
nothing.
men, we don't give a damn if you love. Excuse me, if he didn't love her, y'all will say, did he love her?
Yeah.
And if he didn't, y'all can deal with that
Or
smash and grab.
financial stuff too. We don't like that either.
Right.
Yeah.
But for us, you can say, I didn't love him. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. You could
Did
not
he
even
crush
fuck
your
them.
cookies? We be hurt for life.
Please, you can hold
We be
hands
hurt
and they
for
be
life.
y'all we hold hands, y'all get hurt. You can't do nothing.
Oh, we be hurt.
You have to walk a straight line.
And
with
then
these
we
niggas.
say, I want to see who he is. Knowing damn well we don't want to see who he is.
or no, what y'all say that's stupid is, did you suck it? How was
Oh,
it?
no,
Is
I'm
it
not- I don't wanna
better?
know that.
Yeah, that's what y'all do though. That's not what they do.
First of all, my
They
woman
want
sucked
deets.
off another man. She's a hoe. H-E-A-U-X.
Listen, Dr.
What the hell
Umar.
you mean you sucked off another man and you cheated? That's a hoe. It's bad enough you gave him the damn peach cobbler. You had to give him a gummy bear too. We done. Oh, we ain't coming back from that. We ain't coming back from. We probably not gonna come back because you gave away my peach cobbler, right? You crawled in my bed with a loose ass goose.
I ain't do
We
shit.
should be done there. But if I find out you gummy beared his Shango stick, you gummy beared his Shango stick. Oh, we done. We the hell done. I don't care if you take half. In fact, take 95%. I'm never sleeping in the same bed with a woman who gummy beared another man's Shango stick while we was in a relationship.
How do
You
you
out your damn mind.
How do you feel about men that do take their women back that cheat on them? What do you
I
thought?
respect it.
I respect
respect
it too. I think it takes a real man to be able to get past something petty like that because it's just sex.
It ain't always petty with
Oh,
y'all.
it's very
No,
petty.
let me explain something to y'all.
It's petty.
No, let me explain something. Men cheat, right? We often cheat because we don't feel appreciated. Women cheat because y'all don't get attention.
Yeah.
And when y'all cheat, y'all tend to need some type of an emotional connection with the cheating partner.
Yeah.
We don't need an
I fall in
emotional
love with my
connection.
side, Joel.
We need a fat ass.
I fall in love with my side, y'all. Can I tell you a secret?
Y'all need a connection. So if you let him hit, I know you felt some way about that man, unless you a hoe.
I'm not
if you're
gonna
not a
tell
hoe, you felt something for that man.
Yeah, I ain't
Women
gonna tell
are not made to smash and dash.
That's true.
Unless you a hoe.
That- I
A
think
hoe
that's
will
true.
smash and
I
dash.
don't know about
But if
the
she
hoe
not
part.
no hoe, you had a connection
I do
to that
feel
man.
like women are set up like literally hormonally. We release certain hormones that make us want to love you and take care of you and cook for you and things like that. I do believe
and y'all
that.
normally need a connection to get there.
But
y'all don't randomly do that.
But the times are changing, and I feel like for me growing up, right, I remember people teen pregnancy.
If
was a
you
big,
giving out community coochie, go get a 501c3 tax non-for-profit and get some damn tax write-off for giving that coochie out.
Dr. Umar.
Put a 501c3 on that vagina. If it's community cooch, call it community cooch and get some tax write-offs.
Dr. Umar, when I was coming up, right, teen pregnancy was a big thing, right? And people was fucking, and for me, it was like, I didn't want to be a hoe. That was my whole thing. I would see girls get pregnant. That scared the shit out of me. I was molested as a kid. I think it scared me from boys in general. I think I lost my virginity at like 18. My first boyfriend bought me a lot of shit. He did for me. I lost my virginity. He cried with me. We both cried. Like we was in love with each other. But I was an adult, technically.
Gotcha.
When I look back on that, I regret not being a whore. Like every whore I know now is winning. Like people love whores. Motherfuckers marry their whores. They take their whores places. They do stuff. You know why? Because men like to come. They don't give a fuck about how many niggas you fuck. Look at Hollywood. Look how them bitches bounce
Men
around.
don't want the
Men
attachment,
love
right?
whores.
But
Fuck
guess
as
what?
much as you
Guess
can
what?
today. You
But
might
guess
die
what?
tomorrow.
There's no woman.
Queen gone.
There's no black woman.
Shit.
There's no black woman
Fight back, bitch.
You can't say Queen Kong. That's Suki Honda title. I'm playing. I'm
my
playing.
bad.
I'm joking.
That's
I'm
my
joking.
bitch. That's my friend.
I'm joking.
Suki, our friend. Suki's a friend of the pod.
I'm joking. Listen.
You know Suki from here.
Yeah.
Suki cool. Yeah, Suki.
Here's the thing. Damn, what was you saying? I had an ADHD moment.
I
had an ADHD moment. An ancestral diversion for higher development.
I think men love war.
Oh.
I don't think it helps
What
you
did
trying to
Tyler
boy
Perry
down
tell the
war.
white guy who's suing him? Tyler Perry said, I'm going to take care of you. And of course, this is homosexual, but I'm going to just draw the parallel quickly.
Oh, I don't know about it.
The guy, he being sued for $260 million.
Educate me.
From the white guy from the show that he was, what's the show? Damn, I just talked about this.
You know the actor that's suing Tyler Perry.
The white actor
You
is
know
suing
that?
him for sexual harassment.
You knew that.
Tyler Perry.
I did not. I
but
thought
listen,
Tyler Perry being gay
listen,
was a secret.
Listen.
So,
Well, Tyler Perry hasn't admitted he's gay, so
He
I'm
don't say he
respectful.
gay,
He
respectfully.
never said, but the guy,
But he's gay.
He's being
Right?
accused of it, right?
Okay.
But my point is, the guy said Tyler Perry told him, "I'm too busy for an emotional attachment. I want somebody I can take care of, smash and dash when I want, and they keep their damn mouth shut."
Score.
Stay with me. That's what a lot of men want, right? That's what a whore provides. You don't pay a whore to stay around.
You pay her to leave.
You pay her to leave when you're done with her.
Right.
Here's my point. No black woman, I don't care how many times she's been tricking or hoeing or prostitute. No black woman can naturally and healthily disconnect spiritually from her vagina without constant practice and effort. You understand me? Yeah. A black woman has to literally disconnect her vagina from herself in order to engage in constant prostitution and hoish. It's not your nature.
That's why some people in that work ends up addicted to drugs.
That's why you take a woman who's been prostituting for 20 years, she go to church and find the right pastor, go to the mosque and find the right imam, go into an African traditional circle and find the right baba or mama, right? And she walk away from that life for the rest of her life. And you say she been hoeing for 20 years.
I've seen
that
it.
woman cleaned her ass up overnight because it was always her nature to be divine. It's not meant for y'all to not love who y'all give y'all yoni to.
So your wholeness can get deleted.
What you mean? Yes.
Okay.
But here's my question. Your wholeness might have gotten deleted, but did
that
your rubber
Gucci
band pop?
It's popped. I knew you was going to say that.
Because if you ain't got no walls, I don't want your drawers. If you ain't got no walls, I don't want your drawers.
So if she got the crazy pass, but the snatch still tight, you good.
There's nothing worse than making love to a drop-dead gorgeous woman. Listen to me. There is nothing worse. And fellas know what I'm talking about. If you ever had a 20 on the scale of 1 to 10, you feel me? Off the scales.
Bad bitch.
And you lay with her and she had no walls.
And that coochie corny.
And you looking at her like you the finest thing on this. I mean, fine. No walls. You know what that comes from? Having sex too early, too often. When I see a beautiful princess, I'm concerned. Because women who are attractive, black women, y'all date earlier.
I heard
and
that.
y'all date older men earlier.
Somebody
a
just-
16-year-old, fully developed, voluptuous 10th grader,
Yeah.
she gonna have her 27-year-old boyfriend.
I was fully developed
She
at
going
12.
to
I
get you.
didn't
She
fuck
going to
till
get hurt.
18.
And guess what? This is why the most attractive black women have the lowest self-esteems. The prettiest women in our community
I just had
have
this
the
conversation.
lowest self-esteem. You know why?
Kanye.
Because they've been hurt too early in life before they had the psychological resources to deal with trauma. You're basically a baby with a woman's body, and you're being mistreated by a grown man. You see that? And a lot of our daughters never recover from that trauma of dating men who are too old for them when they are fully developed. And our mothers and community and fathers don't protect our babies enough.
Yeah.
The more voluptuous they
Grooming was
are,
allowed
the
in the
more
90s.
beautiful they are, the more we need to keep them on the shelf. You feel me? They get hurt earlier. They get pregnant earlier. They get done dirty earlier. And by the time they 30, even though they still beautiful, when they look in the mirror, they don't see that.
I just had this
they've only been
conversation.
valued for their body.
For their
and that's
looks.
why we as black men, although I joke about the cookies and the peach cobbler and the Cinnabons, at the same time, I have to be conscious about sexually objectifying the black woman because a lot of beautiful black women are tired of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all looking at me and seeing nothing but my beauty. What about my mind, my goals, my pain, my traumas, my insecurities? Are you willing to nurture that? Or do you just want to nurture these cheeks and breasts?
Right.
We as black men, one of the biggest things we're going to have to do to help our queens is we're going to have to stop sexually objectifying y'all. And you know what y'all going to have to do?
What?
Y'all going to have to
allowing it?
stop financially objectifying us. Black women financially objectify black men too much, and black men sexually
your fucking
objectify
hand down.
black women too much. And I'm going to tell y'all one more thing, Mona.
You just said the coochie can't go away for free. You can't give it away for free. Put a 501 on it.
I'm going to put her
If it's
on
community,
probation.
not for your nigga.
Right,
You
community
got to
coochie.
buy me something.
See?
Dr.
Listen.
Umar. I don't give a fuck.
And here's
How am I know you like me?
Look, here's another conversation that y'all women need to have by yourself with no men around. You know what the conversation that all y'all women need to have by yourself with no men around? A conversation on plural relationships. Listen to me. I didn't say polygyny. I just said plural relationships. You want to know why? Because there's not an alpha male in Wilmington who ain't got more than one queen. There's no alpha male in this room who ain't got more than one queen.
I know a lot of bitch
And
ass
all
males
y'all
that don't
women
have
know,
one queen.
listen, all y'all women know that the men that y'all like the most are not monogamous men. So why do y'all keep playing games
don't
with
know.
each other?
I never really
Ain't
got cheated on.
alpha
That's
ma-
my personal.
Ain't no monogamous alpha males.
I don't know.
Very few.
I have never been cheated on, honestly. Not that I know
You
of.
may not have, but
I
hear
might
me.
have, but he did good because
Hear
I don't
me.
know.
The ideal man that most women describe, that man is not a monogamous creature.
Yeah, he's not made for one woman.
Even if he was, right? Because let's say we got a lot of monogamous men. Okay. There's not enough. Listen, there's not enough heterosexuals to go around.
Yeah.
There's not enough heterosexuals. Y'all gonna have to share. No, listen.
But y'all don't have to share?
Listen why. The reason why you don't have to share, Mona, because you're still young and gorgeous. Every sister in this room is still young and gorgeous. But you know what the problem is?
What?
30 years from now, you'll still be gorgeous.
I'm going to be old, though.
But guess what? I don't want you at 60 living and dying by yourself.
Right. Pumping my own gas.
Do you understand
and
what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm seeing too many queen mothers living by them. I don't want to see no queen die and nobody was by her bedside to give her one last hug and one last kiss. And the older y'all get, the less y'all going to be so concerned about the monogamy anyway. That's a young woman's game. When you hit your 50s and 60s, it's more transactional. It's more operational. As long as he ain't bringing me no diseases and ain't bringing me no problems and no extra babies, we good. I'm just saying black women are setting yourselves up for romantic disappointment if you're saying that you're going to find a man and keep him all to yourself. You're going to share. Sharing doesn't mean he's going to always have a bunch of chicks. Sharing means at some point in this relationship, he's going to entertain other feminine energy. That's all it means. It's up to him to be disciplined enough to not disrespect you. See, when women ask me, Dr. Umar, should I leave because he cheated? You know what I'm going to ask you, princess? I'm going to say, is he good to you? Does he take care of you? Does he love you? Yeah. So what you leaving for? Because he cheated. And guess what? The next man you get, he gonna cheat too. But he ain't gonna be able to do for you what this one did. You better be careful about what you about to drop off because another queen will pick it up and clean it off and keep going. You don't leave no good man because he got some coochie on the side. Are you crazy? But I tell you when you better leave. You know when you better leave? If my daughter came to me and said, my husband cheated on me. If he good to her, he don't hit her, he holding her down, taking care of the kids, I'm not gonna tell her no. But you better think twice because another woman will gladly step into your space.
The bar.
Okay? But let me tell you when you better leave. If that other woman has become number one and you now number two, you don't let no man disrespect you. You understand? You might share, but you don't ever give up your position. If you was queen B, you better stay queen B. And the minute he want to make you queen C, D, and E, get your ass about that relationship. You never let a man demote you and put a woman where you were. Because if you allow that type of treatment, he will keep on demoting you till you are no longer relevant in his life at all. You don't leave because you're not the only one, but you better leave when you're no longer number one.
If that shit hurt, leave that nigga. I mean, that man today. If that hurt and you told that
Don't make
motherfucker
decisions with
Tyrone
emotion.
he had one more time and that goddamn Nissan Sentra is in your fucking name, call that car lot and leave that bitch. That's all. Excuse me.
Well, if the Nissan, I'm not going to say no. But my question to you, Mona.
I wouldn't leave a man for cheating on me. That's me personally. I think cheating.
It
For me, I think with men,
on
cheating
who
is like a
he's cheating
sex
with.
thing and what he does.
This is what I'm gonna
Now,
tell
if you
you.
pay her rent, I'm leaving. If you
Oh,
take
I
care of her
agree.
children, I'm leaving.
I
If
agree.
I feel like that when I'm calling, you going to not answer because you with her, no. You better tell her to be the fuck quiet and answer my calls. That's different.
But you know what? With the rent.
But that's me, though.
But wait a
Most
minute, wait a
girls,
minute.
that feels disloyal as fuck.
I might slightly disagree when you say if he's paying her rent and taking care of the kids.
They not his
Listen,
kids.
if she giving up that yoni verse, he's obligated to. That's what a
Oh,
man
fuck
does.
no.
No, wait. Stay
got
with
to
me,
go.
Mona. Stay with me, Mona. Is
You
he
lost
already
me.
taking care of you?
Yes.
Stay with me.
Yeah, I'm taking
He's
care
already
of-
taking care of your kids.
Yeah.
He's already paying your bills.
You fucking right.
So what business is it of yours that he's paying the bills for the other wife?
Because that's our money.
But
That's our money.
how are you losing from him holding down his other family? How are you losing?
I'm losing because you got to be out
Or
your
are you just
motherfucking mind.
selfish and don't want another woman to have that blessing?
Call it what you want.
No, tell me what it is.
But you won't be giving
No,
that
tell
bitch
me
no
what
money.
it is.
That's what I know.
Because here's what's going to
That's
happen.
where I draw it.
Let's do
telling
real
you.
life. Let's do real life. Y'all saw what happened with Ashanti and Nelly, right? I don't know the whole story. Ashanti and Nelly, one of my favorite young couples. I love how they love each other.
Do you?
Stay with me. Yeah, I love her.
Okay.
I used to have a crush on Ashanti when she was younger.
She's gorgeous.
I wanted them cinnamons.
I
But anyway,
know why he
listen.
wants Shanti, but I don't know why she wants Nelly. But go ahead.
Stop.
Whatever.
Now, Nelly was dating another queen. And she needed time to explore as to whether she wanted this. And Ashanti said, "Oh, really? You taking a break? Don't come back. Make it permanent. I'm taking him." Women got to understand that. If you leave him because he paying her bills, when yours are already covered, you may not get him back. She might say, "You know what? She left you for that. Come on over here. She ain't coming back." You don't always get a second chance. Make your decisions well up front. If that is a smash and grab and you left him, I don't think that was a good move. If he love her, but she's still not over you, you don't leave. You leave when you have been replaced, when you are no longer number one. I'm going to tell you when y'all leave when it's too late. A lot of y'all don't leave till you number 3 and 4. And by that time, you don't give a damn if you're going at all. You don't wait till you 3 or 4. I'm out at 2.
When does the black man leave? When is it too much unappreciation, or when or is he disrespected to a certain point that he has to leave his family, or there's no reason for you to leave your family?
No. As much as I want him to stick it out, mental health is real. And the last thing I want is for a black man to stay in a situation where he's so angry and frustrated that he starts
He
whipping
go
on her
upside her
ass.
head, yeah.
Look at all the black men who are killing their spouses. You feel me?
Yeah.
Black men never killed their women and then kill their kids and then they self.
Yeah.
That's white man stuff. But now we doing it.
On Facebook Live.
The reason I can't force him to stay is because if this situation is too unhealthy, it could end up costing her. You see what I'm saying? So especially if he's domestically abusive. First of all, domestically abusive men shouldn't be getting married at all.
No, they
'Cause you can't
shouldn't.
keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if he feel he got to go, he got to go.
Men that molest
Men cheat
children,
because we're not appreciated.
men that molest children and rape women, they should be put down. Do you agree? Like murdered.
Yes.
Right.
I only have one caveat. 2 caveats. You ready for the first one?
Yes.
I hesitate. There's a couple states right now that are flirting with the idea that if you get convicted of rape, they do something to your penis now.
Castrate you.
No,
Yeah.
they don't cut it off, but they make it so you can never use it
It's
again.
like a liquid castration.
Yeah,
where
it's
you
something
can't,
where you can't do nothing but urinate.
Right.
You'll never have sex
It
again,
won't
right?
get hard, nothing.
You say, Dr. Umar, why would you hesitate if he raped them?
Because black people are charged wrongly so
we
much.
are falsely
That's the problem
convicted
with
so
that.
much. Y'all hear what I'm saying? If we agree with them,
We fucked.
medically castrating our men if they get convicted
We're
of rape
fucked. Yeah.
or molestation, what happens when he's innocent? Y'all follow me?
And often
Look
not,
at
we're
all
innocent.
the black men and women who have been sentenced to death who were innocent. You see them? So I'm not hesitating because I don't agree with the crime.
Yeah.
I'm hesitating because of how the crime will be applied.
And the first guy I'm thinking of is that uncle that your aunt told you to worry about because she got molested by him. That's the person I'm thinking about.
I see what you saying in a real situation.
In a real situation. This
Yes,
motherfucker's
I
a
agree.
menace in his town.
In theory, I agree. In practice, in this country, I can't.
It would be too dangerous.
Because I know white men will get off and black men will be castrated.
That's a
because after
fact.
all, we have a history of being castrated anyway.
Yes,
you feel
we do.
me?
Yes,
so
we
that's
do.
my one hesitation. Let me give my second hesitation. Why would Dr. Umar hesitate against medical castration for a rapist or a molester? Do you know when most molesters begin molesting?
After they were molested.
Say it again, Princess. As children. So here's my question to you, Mona. If you found out your 10-year-old son
Oh, God.
molested his 5-year-old little cousin,
I have a 10-year-old
are
son.
you ready for him to be put down?
For molestation? A kid?
Yes.
No.
Why not? But you just said all molesters.
I did. When I said molesters, I was talking about adult molested
So what
children,
age
not
are you
children
cutting-
molested
okay,
children.
What age?
As an adult, same
Give
way
me-
they do
no,
everything
what
else.
age are you saying once you turn this age, if you molest, you die, but before that, you don't?
That's hard.
Exactly. And that's why, for me, it's an area of concern.
Yeah.
Because I did my pre-doctoral internship in Trenton, New Jersey, at the Trenton Residential Treatment Center. Do you know who I work with all year?
Kids.
Boys who molested their cousins and sisters.
Damn.
Y'all feel me? So I'm working with 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds, all of them molested somebody. And do you know what I found out in working with them?
What?
Damn near every one of them
We're molested.
were molested
That's a fact.
themselves.
Yeah.
So when you say put down, I agree with you as an adult. But if we're going to have law and order in the black community, Mona, we have to make a tough decision. And you know what that decision is? What is the age cutoff? Is it 18? Is it okay to put down an 18-year-old molester?
I'm hard with that because your lobe isn't created. Because that's even hard for me with
In
regular
other words,
law.
there's extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
I think what I would do is I would institutionalize them for life.
Yeah. Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
They would be medically institutionalized, psychiatrically institutionalized for life, at least up until a certain age.
Right.
So we might go up until maybe 21, maybe 25, and then after that, you might have to be put down. You follow what I'm saying? But for the babies,
Yeah.
I could not, in good conscience, see a baby medically castrated or electric chaired for molesting a kid when he was molested as a kid too.
Mm-hmm.
You follow? Just like you said with your son. And of course, your son would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had a 10-year-old boy who you cared about and you found out he molested a
10-year-old
5-year-old
boy that I
kid-
don't care about. I never was speaking about children. I'm talking about adults molested children.
Right. But the point that I'm just making is you got to have a cutoff. Let's look at the sexual majority laws, right? You know why R. Kelly got nipped off in Chicago and in New York? Because in Illinois and New York, the age of sexual majority is 17. In Pennsylvania, the age of sexual majority is 16. You see that? 1 year of difference determines whether you go to jail for 30 years or not at all. So we have to make, this is what self-government means. It means we get into a room like this and we talk about all the possible scenarios and we decide what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And if you say they should all die, if it's your nephew and your cousin,
Do you feel the same way?
and they 13, 14, or 15, are they getting medically castrated as well? I had a brother in the conscious community, right? We had this debate. And he went around telling people that Dr. Umar was soft on child molesters and rapists. No, I'm not. All I said was they start as children. Mm-hmm. Are we going to kill kids? That's all I said.
Yeah.
And if you say we should kill kids, let's have the conversation.
Right.
I'm not soft on the topic. Mm-hmm. I'm soft on the age. Do we punish children who have mental illness that are the result of being sexually abused themselves?
Wow.
These are the hard conversations that the black community don't want to have.
Dr. Umar, we're about to go. I want to ask you, because you're a Leo, right? It got a little too serious here. I got
Leo
to sweating.
season is coming up. Today is the 9th. I'm sorry. Today is July 23rd. Leo season begins on July.
Share your honest thoughts on Aquarius. Because I'm an Aquarius. I don't know if you know.
Aquarius are rebellious by nature. You will create your own path. You don't follow well at all, and you don't give a shit what anybody thinks about it. That's the Aquarius. They are a trailblazer, a fireblazer, good leaders too. You feel me? But when they get upset, they lose their moral compass. When you get angry, you do a lot of nut ass shit. And then when you calm down, you say, I can't believe I did that.
Oh my God.
And guess what? If the Shango stick was good, you extra crazy.
Oh my God. Cut that out.
Calm consciousness.
I appreciate you so much coming on, Dr. Umar. I really do. We had a good time.
And one more thing.
Oh, please. No more things. Not about Aquarius.
One more. Number one. I'm going back to the light skin piece, right?
Okay.
Stay with me.
All right.
I'm going to hold all my fair skinned queens accountable for one thing. That's you. You on the borderline. You more caramel. I'm going to pass you out. Y'all should never date a man who you know is dating you for your skin tone.
Oh, that's a
Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Because a lot of light-skinned sisters will know these low self-esteem brothers
Yes.
are with you because of your light skin.
It make you a fetish. It's weird.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But a lot of women do that.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Don't
That's a
ever
fact.
do that. Number two, don't ever date an ugly man as a beautiful woman. You hear me, princess? I mean it.
Did you get this man notes?
I'm talking to caramel.
Why would y'all give him notes about
I'm talking
me?
to dark cinnamon. I'm talking to sweet brown sugar.
Why would y'all
and
give
I'm
him
talking
notes
to sexy
about me?
buttercream.
Why would
Listen,
y'all give him stuff about me, though?
don't date ugly
interviewing
men.
him.
Do you know why a beautiful woman can't date an ugly man?
What are you talking about?
Because he cannot let you go.
First
An
of all,
ugly man with a beautiful woman, he will hurt you if you try to leave him.
only
And don't let him think you used him for his money or his time or his niceness. He will take you out. Ugly people don't rebound well.
only
Am I wrong, family? Am I wrong?
Dr. Umar, only 90.
Which is why ugly people should only date ugly people. No, I'm serious. Ugly people should only date ugly people. That way they never be insecure about being taken away.
One of
And low self-esteem people should date low self-esteem people. Because if you got low self-esteem and I got low self-esteem, neither one of us going to cheat.
Dr. Umar.
Because
Dr.
we don't
Umar.
think nobody want us anyway.
90.
And don't let a woman cook for your man.
Hell no.
You better not let a woman cook for your man.
Hell no.
Young ones, y'all better listen.
I know that.
The way an ugly woman can get your man.
Is that kitchen. That motherfucking kitchen.
The kitchen and the cootie cat.
And the coochie.
They are
Facts.
undefeated.
Yeah.
The coochie and the kitchen are undefeated.
Them ugly bitches cook for you, suck you, all that. Learn your bad
Absolutely.
water.
They
Yes,
study
they do.
your weaknesses
Yes,
and they
do.
master them.
Rub that back.
I'm telling you, every man in this room know what I'm talking about when I say this. If he don't, he lying. I'm talking to every brother in here. We have all dated a woman who was not our type until we taste her food. And the way she made that mac and cheese, them deviled eggs,
I love that.
them oxtails. And when you saw her yesterday, you said she ugly, man. And after you had them oxtails and that peach cobbler for dessert,
I feel the same way about men.
you said, shit, she do look like Beyonce.
After a man treats you nice, he gets more handsome. I dated two guys with missing an eye twice.
I think women's attraction to money makes men more attractive to you unconsciously.
How about I just don't care about you
I don't
missing
even
an
think
eye?
it's
I like your
unconscious. They know it.
personality.
Okay, I'm with that. So you saying you are an organic queen and money plays no role in your assessment of possible mates. Because you look like you lying. Look at your nose, your lips, and your eyes. He's calling the cops right now on the red phone.
This is what I'm going to say. That's not what grabs my attention about no man, the way he look. I want to be the
Okay,
cute one anyway.
okay.
So it's like, I always like the rougher kind of guy that didn't give a fuck about his appearance.
Okay.
And sometimes they come missing eyes and being a little ashy.
I got you.
So that's how mine started. I don't feel like
You like
ugly guys.
protectors, 'cause
I
you
like
were
a
not
nigga that's going to hold
protected.
it down. Right. Yeah, like
Okay,
that. You know.
okay.
Now, financial, for me, I don't know how to base if somebody like you if you don't
What percentage
financially.
of the bills do you expect your king to take care of? You in a committed relationship.
I pay the
what
Wi-Fi,
percentage?
the trash. He pays the mortgage.
Give me a percentage. Is
Of
that
like total?
60-40? Is that 75-25? What is the breakdown on the
80-20 is right. That's
80
me.
for him and 20 for you?
Yes.
Do you think that's fair?
Yes.
Would you have a problem?
I cook from scratch. Ain't no box shit in my house. I wash clothes my nigga don't clean. I bring you your plate and I pick it the fuck up. I play my
I see
part.
what you're saying. You saying
Yeah.
you completely take
and
care of the
I
house.
suck. I'm your woman. Like
Stop! Don't talk about gummy bear and the shine go stick. Listen,
I'm just saying, mine's not unhappy in that way ever.
But stay with me because
and I don't nag. That's a fact.
I want to make sure I understand you because it makes sense. I agree with you're telling me.
I'm earning that.
We're going to do 80-20.
Yeah.
And the reason we're going to do 80-20 is because the house will be completely taken care of
On
and everything in it.
On
and you will
everything.
be treated like a king
Yeah.
at all times.
If it got that bad, I don't feel like cleaning. I'm going to hire a bitch to clean and get that bitch out before he get home.
If a man had a problem with that, I would have a problem with the man.
Exactly.
Now, for me, I'm going to do 100. I'm just an old school man. I'm doing 100. Even with my 2 wives, I'm paying everything. You feel me?
Both houses.
Take care of the house. Keep that coochie tight.
Y'all might be
Make
serious.
sure the oxtails are warm.
I don't know what's going on.
Do you have any advice for any young black men moving in the world?
Yes. Find your purpose before you look for anything else. Don't look for a woman before you have your purpose. Don't look for a career before you have your purpose. Don't look for anything until you know why you are here. Because we were all sent to earth by the Almighty to fulfill an obligation. Once you know who you are and why you're here, then you decide on the rest of that. A man has no business getting married until he know what his purpose is. We don't spend enough time finding out our purpose. We spend too much time chasing the damn crowd.
Well, we need you married right away because I think you at the top of the palace with your 2 queens is going to do so much for our community.
I agree with you. For Dr. Umar to walk into a room, to walk into a lecture and say, these are my queens.
Oh, it'll be huge.
I think it's going to motivate a lot of other black men to settle down.
Yes.
I think it's going to bring black love back. Not to say I'm the be all and end all, but I recognize my influence.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look for that.
Yeah.
But I have to make sure I don't run into no traps like I just ran into.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
So I pray for it. I told God, put them in my dream. Because I don't have enough time to sort y'all out. My problem is I'm too busy. I can't date you and sort you out. I'm too busy. I got my mama. I got the school. I got to travel the world. You feel me? I don't have time to learn. So I need my ancestors to just put them in my mind.
Okay.
If it's
and then
Mona,
when you see her, you'll know.
If it's Mona and Sukihana, just say that. Caramel and buttercream, just say that.
That's a combo there, boy.
Just say that. And we going to get married in the school. Just say that.
He like Delaware shit.
That's a hell of a combo.
I'm afraid that if it's not put in my vision, because I get dreams, right? My ancestors talk to me a lot through dreams. Not all the time, but enough. I need them to put the faces of the 2. If they put them in my dreams tonight, I'll be married by the end of the year. But if I'm expected, see, I have 2 children, right? Mm. And I didn't, no disrespect to the mothers of my children, but I didn't choose women who were best for me, right? And so I'm a little paranoid now.
Right.
Because I don't want to run into this a 3rd time.
You got post-traumatic.
Relationship disorder.
Yes.
Post-traumatic baby mama trauma.
Yes, totally
right?
get it.
Baby mama trauma. You feel me? So I'm a little too untrusting. You see what I'm saying? So I need the ancestors to help me out. You feel me? Put the face in the damn dream.
Yeah.
And let me solidify this. Because for me to have a school for boys and they don't see me with a regular queen,
Right.
that don't look good. You
Right,
feel me?
yeah.
So I see the urge, but I can't rush it.
Right.
Because if I rush it,
You make a mistake.
boom.
Y'all write in, getting them DMs, getting them emails, send them pictures, say, hey, did your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather
And
send
do
you a
me a
picture of me?
favor. Stop sending me wifey resumes with fake hair. Why am I getting wifey resumes with fake hair?
I knew I should have worn my natural.
My queen's got to be 5'5", thick in the thighs, all natural head to toe. Now, 5'5" is a metaphor.
Okay.
You can be 4'11", you can be 5'10". That's a metaphor.
Okay.
But you must be curvy.
Okay, that's a
And
must.
it must be natural curves.
So you can't
And it
have
must be
flat
all
ass.
natural hair. You can't. Oh, I can't do a flat ass. That's
What's
a
your-
horrible
How
back
do you
shot.
feel about
No.
How do you feel about BBLs? BBLs?
No.
No.
I want all natural head to toe.
You know what I heard? That
What?
BBLs lessen the value of the coochie. It makes the coochie corny. I've had male friends tell me that when they have sex with girls with BBLs, the coochie dry, feel a little off.
You ever experienced the BBL? Dr. Umar?
I'm going to plead the
It's a
fifth.
hell of a question. That was a hell of a question, Phelps.
On
Those
the
got
grounds
10 points
that
for that
might
shit.
incriminate me. But I'm going to tell you what I don't understand about sisters with artificial body parts. If your breasts are hurting you, why did you get them? And why do you still have them? If it hurts to sit on your ass 6 months after your surgery, why did you get it? Why do you still have it? I'm seeing sisters who are literally living in pain from breast and butt surgery for what?
You said 6 months, give it 8.
Give it 8. But here's my thing. Fake breasts do nothing for me in the bedroom. They don't move normally, right? You can't touch them because they hurt to the touch. They hard. Mm-hmm. Your butt cheeks are hard. It don't bounce. You want that smack.
They say BBL
You want the
stink.
smack. If you ain't got the bounce, what good is the Cinnabon?
Have you heard about the BBL scent? They say you can smell it. That there's a smell. That's like a thing now.
But listen, my queen's got to be all natural hair. Let me ask you a question. You have a stunningly beautiful face.
Thank
stunningly.
you. Thank you.
Why don't you wear your natural hair?
It's just hard to maintain in this weather. I wear it during the winter, but it's hard.
I want a real answer.
That's
Why don't
the
you wear your
truth.
natural hair? No.
The truth is, my original hairstyle wasn't going to be this.
How is your original hair? Is it fine? Is it coarse? Is it curly?
It's thick. It's big. I got a big fro.
Why you don't wear it?
Because it's hot.
You would look beautiful in a fro.
I mean, not in the heat. It's
Why
too
not?
hot.
That's when you're supposed to wear the fros.
It's uncomfortable. It's hot. We wear braids
Or
in
do
the
you
summer.
just like the European look?
No, it's definitely not that. I can enjoy a wig, but it's not that. Because I do braids. I do my own curl, my own like wear it natural, just wet. But
I would
really,
love
it's a
to
weather
see you
thing for
natural.
me. Like
I
I
would
wouldn't even
love
wear
to
wigs in the summer. This is just Dr. Umar was coming, and I couldn't get my hair braided.
So you mean to tell me Dr. Umar was coming and you put on the blonde hair?
Gary, I fucking told you that. No, for real.
You
Stop.
should have won the Afro Puffs.
Gary, I told you that. That is fucked up. That's fucked up, Gary.
I would love to see you in your natural hair.
Next time, I promise.
She wear it out. She
Damn.
wear it out.
Dr. Umar, thank you so much for spending this episode
Because
with
if
me.
I can't grab it, you can't have it. I'm sorry. Say that again.
You can still grab the wig if it's
No, you
melted
can't.
down right.
You cannot touch your hair. You can't grab it.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't. Okay, Dr. Umar.
Parents, quick tips. Number 1, don't sign no paperwork from your child's school you don't understand. Number 2, don't go to no school meeting by yourself. Number 3, don't get children evaluated less than 7 unless it's a speech problem. Number 4, stop telling the schools all of your business. Number 5, make sure you get a complete copy of your child's academic record every year. Go through the record to make sure there's nothing in there that reflects negatively on your child. If it is, you have a right to get it taken out of the file. It's the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974. It allows you to get a copy of your child's record and to dispute any paperwork in that record that is inaccurate or negatively affects on your child. If you ever need Dr. Umar's consultation or help, school psychology, clinical psychology, please reach out to me. I'm free and available to the community. 215-989-9858. Do not call me, text me. I don't answer the phone. 215-989-9858. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy is coming soon. All we got to do is lay down the tile in the schools. And once we lay down the tile in the Marcus Garvey Elementary School, we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy from the city of Wilmington. And once we obtain that certificate of occupancy from the city Illinois and the city fire department, we're going to have a grand opening celebration. And I want all my Wilmington Africans, my Newcastle County Africans, my Sussex County Africans, and my Kent County Africans to come and celebrate with me. And I don't understand why I don't have a Delaware queen yet. I should have been had a Delaware queen.
Yeah, you late.
I was looking for one.
It's
It must
rough.
not be meant for me to have a queen in Delaware. That might be too close for the craziness. Maybe I got to keep her over the border in Chester.
Dr. Umar.
Shit.
Dr. Umar.
Shout
don't
out
do
to
it.
my Chester queens. I love you, Chester. I used to be school psychologist for Chester. I used to do all their early intervention evaluations.
Chester High School.
They wanted me to be principal at Chester High School. I turned it down.
Ain't
And the
that
reason I
something?
turned down the principalship at Chester High School, this is almost 15 years ago, but the reason I turned down the principalship at Chester High is I told them I got to choose my own teachers. You're not going to put me in no Snow Bunny motel.
Put the chains on
You're
the
not going to
doors.
put me in no Snow Bunny motel.
Yeah.
And then when the test scores don't go up, right? You blame
blame
me
me,
when
yeah.
your white lazy ass teachers don't teach. I would never be a principal in a public school unless I had the right to choose my own teachers. Because what they do is they blame black principals for the failure of white teachers. That's why this school we opening is independent. All black money, no government funding, no white banks, or none of that. We did it from the gut. We choosing our teachers. And
Let's
if
go.
we don't like it, we don't hire it. Black queens forever.
Snow
No
bunnies
bunnies
never. I appreciate you, Dr.
Simple
Umar.
as
Thank
that.
you
Thank you
so
very
much
much.
for coming to this episode. This was huge. We appreciate you so
Queen.
much for giving
I
me your
enjoyed
time.
it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Yes, mama.
Love y'all at home. Thank you for helping me do this to all my cousins. I appreciate Dr. Umar. Of course, I appreciate Phelps. I appreciate my whole team, Zach, Eb, everybody. But my cousins, it could not happen without you. I love you bitches so much. All of y'all. Vern and Jet and John. Okay. Oz, everybody. Thank you. Love y'all. Love you cousins. Still love y'all the most. Love y'all.